now?
Yeah, I think we're going.
Wow.
I think I gotta scoot this up a little.
It's about time.
Yeah. Yeah, we ran into one
Listen to that
technical
laugh,
issue.
dude. DeRosa,
Evil, dude.
DeRosa turns it on, dude.
True.
As soon as that red light comes on, DeRosa is the life of the party.
He's a twisted
Yeah,
Joker, dude. That was
He
a Joker
is.
laugh. That was, dude. You twisted, bro.
Damn, that is scary.
That is.
I can imagine hearing that at Arkham Asylum.
Do you
Yeah.
love Bedlam?
In the back.
Bedlam?
Yeah.
Mayhem and Bedlam?
I'm rotten.
Is Oklahoma State your favorite college football rivalry?
I don't know why. What'd they do?
Because it's the Bedlam Brawl.
The Bedlam Brawl?
Hell yeah.
You're in the roast chair now,
wild.
bitch.
Thanks for coming, man.
Look at these.
My friend told me the other day. He told me the other day, like honestly, he was. We were talking about some couple, and I go,
Name them.
nah. And I go, what happened? And he goes, I go, why'd they break up? And he goes, he cheated on her. I just started laughing.
You're twisted,
And
bro.
I go, what's wrong with me? Why am I laughing? And he goes, you need help. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
You need help.
That's because you're sick as
I don't know
hell.
why I
What were the
started laughing.
circumstances?
I didn't even get that. I just
It's-
why
well,
they
it's
pick out and
funny.
he goes, they cheated on her. I just started laughing.
Yeah,
How
found
old
out-
were they?
Like in their 20s.
Oh, come on.
I
Yeah.
found
It
out
would just
some.
be-
The funnier, the older people get, the funnier it is.
Well,
Probably,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what just happened.
50 really?
Yes, an older couple I'm close with. The husband got caught cheating, and everybody was devastated. And I was like, dude, he rules.
Yeah.
How old is he?
70.
Yeah.
Damn.
How young was that cheat, though?
Yeah,
boy.
Was it a pro or an amateur? True.
I
Assuming
think it was a
Pro
bit of a-
doesn't make it cool if
think-
it was an amateur. Joe Harari's texting me.
Yes, I'd respond.
Yeah, hookers aren't cheating anyway, though. But
True.
yeah, hookers. If you're 70,
have
you're
heard
hookers,
that.
That's
I haven't, but I'm like, I wouldn't respect a hooker cheat. Like if this dude
Yeah.
pulled off like some 22-year-old waitress would be like, this guy is swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
living a
that's
double life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you should. By the time you're if you're 70, you should start definitely flagrantly cheating on your wife. If you're that old,
It's time.
if you made it that far,
It's time.
but you have to do it in secret. You can't like tell. You have to just like totally rock your wife's world before you die.
Do you think you'll be married for that long?
Yeah, I'm married right now, bro.
No, I know. That's
I
why
dude,
I'm
it's
asking.
funny you asked that. I last night I was
That's
laying.
why I asked the question.
No, I was.
Are you
laying
asking
there.
if he's planning a divorce?
No. I'm saying, do you think your marriage will
Dude,
go the distance?
It's a fair question, dude, because we're sitting there last night. I was laying there, and all of a sudden, it like, you get married, like, oh, I'm married, but it fully dawned on me, like, we're gonna die together. And I was like, woke up, I was like,
You might not.
oh, not like at the same time, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
but she might cheat on you and leave you.
I wouldn't leave her if she cheated on me.
Really?
Hell no, dude.
I guess after a while you don't
No, of
care,
course.
dude.
I'd fight her.
I wouldn't
I'd beat
care.
her. I'd beat
I
her.
think after 10 years I'd be like, I don't give a shit.
To be honest, yeah, you hit a point. I mean, I'd be
Cares.
pissed. I'd be ticked for sure.
You would put hands on her?
I mean,
Dude,
it's- what
you
the-
just reduced that so much. You go, I'd leave her. Then you said I'd beat her. Then you said I'd be pissed. Then you go, I'd be ticked.
I'd be ticked.
you
get
that's nothing, dude.
You
That's
get to
like,
the point when you're in a long
Yeah.
committed relationship, there's so much like passive aggression, like power struggles,
Yeah.
that it's hard not to twist that into your advantage. Like,
Yeah.
remember that one fucking time you cheated on him? It's like,
Yeah.
Do you guys get along pretty well?
yeah, we
That's
got along
good.
pretty well.
That's what it's all
We
about.
fought.
I
We
hear.
fought in the. We got all our fights out early, so
Right.
yeah, we
You
chill.
sure?
Yeah, we chill. We
You
chill.
got them all out?
We butt heads. We
I
butt
bet you
heads.
still got a couple in the tank.
Yeah, we butt
What the
heads.
fuck?
I mean, you're supposed to
Nobody
have.
gets them all out.
Dude, the stat true. The stat is out of every I think 6 encounters, you're supposed to have one negative.
I got you.
Otherwise, the relationship tanks.
You know what bit I wish I would have done? I
What?
didn't do it.
Do it.
Fuck.
Do it.
When you go, I'm married now. I should have gone, what's his name?
Yeah.
I was like that bit.
I resist that every
What's his name? What's
every
that
single
fella's
time
name?
someone's like, I'm going on a date. I'm like, what's his fucking name? Where'd you meet
it's
him?
it never is not
crushes.
funny to me.
It crushes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Insinuating homosexuality on the other part.
Let's not get us canceled over it, but yeah.
Yeah.
don't break it down too much. Let's keep
Why,
it as a light
dude?
It's
bit.
farts. It's farts and then being like, that guy's gay.
Yeah. Joe, who gave you that hat? Your boyfriend?
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Frankie.
Speak of the devil, dude. He's got him on the brain, dude.
Yeah,
Francis
man.
might be coming
Oh,
down.
Francis.
There
dude?
was like something very
You know what it
sexual.
was?
There's a tension between.
Yeah,
I don't know if it
Francis
was
might beat
sexual
your
or
ass.
not, but the tension between you guys was crazy.
He got mad when I said he got. I'm not mad, but he got a little like he thought I was attacking him personally,
Yeah.
and I was just making a Children of the Corn reference when I said, "Did you murder your elders?"
That
and he
was-
goes, And he goes, this guy said I killed my parents. I was like, dude, I'm making a Children of the Corn joke. You look like the kid from Children of the Corn.
Francis would fuck
I didn't
you
appreciate.
up.
That was pretty funny. I appreciated
Probably,
that.
dude.
He definitely would. What do you
I
mean
can't
probably?
fight for shit. Of course.
Francis is jacked. Francis would wail
Yeah.
on you.
He doesn't drink or anything, dude.
He does.
Barely, dude.
True, not like you.
Barely. Oh,
He's
who was
not
I
a
talking
dude.
to the other night, dude? Who's the redhead kid?
Francis.
No,
Francis.
the other redhead
He's on your
kid,
mind,
the
bro.
comedian, the stand-up kid.
Can't
Francis.
think.
Nathan McIntosh.
Oh.
I was at the cellar with him, and he goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm done for the night. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm done for the night, too. And I go, well, dude, let's get a drink and go sit outside. And he's like, I'll have a tea. And I just was like, I got to go, dude.
Damn.
I'll have a tea.
I was like, I got to go.
Alcohol.
Nice kid, but I mean, a tea?
Yeah.
It was like 11 p.m.
Tea time.
Come on.
It's time to increase his tea.
Yeah, it might have been an herbal tea.
He should get some tea.
Some testosterone.
Yeah, then you'll be slamming them at 11 p.m.
What do you think about wine?
Love wine.
Nice.
Fucking love wine.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's funny because some guys would call you gay for drink. I get called gay for drinking wine
I drink wine all the time, but I drink also, tequila and
just to keep it like.
other shit. I love wine with food. There's nothing better, man. Different wines with different meals is
You
the
like
best.
that? You
Or
like that?
martinis with dinner.
Are you a foodie?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I have a food podcast and I have a sandwich thing. So
Foodie.
yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, kind of.
That's sick.
But I'm not like a
You're a foodie.
snotty foodie.
You are.
You
You're
know?
a foodie.
No.
Comes to the
You have a food podcast and you own a restaurant, you're a foodie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
You're a foodie.
I guess so. I mean,
It's pretty
sandwich
cool.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I don't know. I
it-
think
it's
a
a pop
foodie.
up.
I think of people that
It's
are
a
like.
pop-up.
I think people are like, I drive 3 hours to try
Foodie.
this. Like,
There's
like,
nothing wrong with being a foodie, Joe.
Yeah, dude.
Now,
you-
do you drink wine when you're out on dates sometimes?
yeah.
What's his name? You're getting roasted, dude. Joe the roasted.
I brought that joke up.
You didn't bring it up. I brought it up. Rewind the
brought that
tape.
joke up.
Rewind the
he,
tape.
he turned the fucking gun around on
Yeah,
you, dude.
you turned it
He
on me.
fucking
now.
grabbed the gun and
It's funny, man. I'm laughing still, even though it's at me. It's still funny.
We
Always
need
funny.
now, dude. We need to get you a couple more beers.
No, fuck
You're not
that,
taking
dude. I got
these
shit to do.
Normally,
today.
if you make any slight joke at Joe, he's coming at you for the rest of the show.
Huh?
I think that's been set up though.
Yeah,
I think the dynamic's been created.
I'm laying in the pocket, dude.
yeah, I know it's coming.
You wait.
It's coming.
The Children of the Corn was fantastic. The
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
murdering
great
your-
reference.
I didn't even know the reference, and I just was like, "That's oddly specific and very funny."
I saw him the other night.
You
We were
murdered the
talking.
elders of your village.
Yeah, and he was saying, but I was asking him. I go, "You don't drink, do you?" And he goes, "I'll have a beer or two."
Yeah,
You know,
it's a moderate drinker.
but I was like, "Yeah, that's not drinking, dude."
I'm a moderate drinker. I love having 1 or 2 beers. I'm
God.
addicted to like 2 beers.
2?
It's awesome. 2 beers, you go home, you relax, take a hot bath.
Shit, dog. I get after it, man.
You still drink hard?
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
Yeah,
I drink hard. Where I'm
How many
like,
beers did you drink
I'm
yesterday?
just like, this is it. This is just what I'm doing for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you're making a choice. It's good to make
Yeah.
your mind up and be like, you know, what, I'm
yesterday I
gonna-
didn't drink at all. I took yesterday and Sunday off, and I probably won't drink today. I'll probably just have this one beer because we're doing this, and then I got to go do my buddy's podcast, but he doesn't drink, so I won't drink anymore. And then I'll go home and cook a nice meal.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a pork loin defrosting. We're gonna make some pork tacos.
yeah, foodie.
Foodie, dude.
Foodie booty.
I've always wanted to be able to drink like a beer, but I always just get like crabby 40 minutes. If I like drink 1 beer and stop in the middle of the day, I just get
but
like
2 and you're fine.
with dinner and I go to bed. I take a hot bath and I go to
Okay,
bed.
beer with food is good. I like beer with wings, hot wings.
Yeah.
Maybe fried chicken. Beer
Yeah.
goes nice. I'll tell you what's a
I
great
just chug it.
pairing of alcohol and food: oysters and martinis.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Damn, dude.
I did that on a date recently, and it was fucking righteous.
What's
man.
his name? I'm still here, baby. I'm just laying in the cut. You guys go ahead. Have your food chat.
So how'd the date go?
Pretty cool, dude.
Oysters, martinis.
Yeah.
They eat the
Calm.
oysters too?
Come, dude. Come.
Wash it down with
You
a
gotta
bottle of
specify,
cum.
dude.
That's
dude
actually
Oysters and cum.
see how she what are the ones that's like an aphrodisiac? That's
I think
Oysters.
oh, it is oysters.
yeah.
It is oysters.
Yeah, but you get a dry martini, dirty with olives,
Of course.
some oysters. That's a great.
Was she
pairing.
pretty horny? But like, did you like gauge her horniness throughout after the
Who
oysters?
are you dating?
Her pussy squirted in my eye halfway through the meal, so I guess
Damn.
so. Yeah.
Who
Hell
are you
yeah.
dating?
I didn't say anybody. I just said I was on a date.
Yeah, who's
My
that?
business. Keep my business out of the streets, bitch.
Don't get. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck happened?
Would you ever date a comic?
I have.
How'd it go?
I'm
Not good, right?
it. What was his name?
Where's he performing?
You got to
now?
call this episode. What's his
Don't worry
name?
about podcast titles.
Come on,
all
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Call it.
This
What's
is
his
an
name?
amateur hour.
Come on.
We will get the titles ourselves.
Yeah, I did a comics. How'd it go?
Fair to Midland.
It was okay. It was never tragic or anything. It just was kind of like it didn't work out, and we remained friends, and that was kind of that.
It's got to be an awkward dynamic. Like, what if he was funnier than you? You know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I mean, yeah, exactly. That would kill me though. Dating a girl and she's just like, she's murdering, doing her thing, and you're just like.
I
if
always
you
dated.
weren't-
It was always kind of moderately even. It wasn't like
you were saying they weren't that funny.
You were
usually?
dating female comics
You're
that were
saying- you're saying
tied
the
with
girl-
you.
It was. There was never a big disparity between where we were at in the business.
Well, who
in
was
the
funnier?
business.
Who was funnier?
Who was
Oh
funnier?
no, they were funny too. You can't
Who
date
was
somebody you
funnier
don't
on
think is not
stage?
funny.
Yes, you could.
can't.
I've done it. Tradition.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
do
he
that.
just married.
Girl, yeah,
Every girl I've ever dated is about as funny as a,
But not if
doorknob.
they're a comic who's not funny. That's different.
Yeah.
If they're a
For
comic,
sure.
you can't when they're not funny. That's what I mean.
Because you guys were just as funny as you don't have.
You guys were
did have
you
the
were
edge?
equally as funny as a girl comic.
Yeah. That's what I would say. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
I
when
say that.
tried to my
I
hardest.
say that about you all the time.
Yeah, when I tried my absolute hardest.
People ask me, I say
Yeah.
Joe reminds me. He's pretty much on par with most female
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah.
As far
See
as,
these titties.
They're
as far
hilarious.
as laugh.
Yeah, they're
You have to
hilarious.
stop.
Oh, man, come
Don't
on.
demean yourself.
No,
I'm
they're
not meaning
hilarious.
myself.
What are you playing possum today? I know you.
No, dude.
You're coming in.
Yeah, I don't know why people
want me
get
to
all
do?
worked up.
Be an
You're
asshole?
having great. You're
Yeah.
doing a great time. You're having a
having
great
great?
time.
I know.
You're doing great. That's what
I know.
I
I
mean.
don't know why people get worked up over male, female comics.
I don't
It's like-
understand what the hell
Oh,
the
there's
problem
I
is.
don't know either.
I like them.
I like everybody.
I'm on the
Who's your
record.
top,
Who's your top five?
top five?
Top 5 female comics?
Yeah, go.
Mateo Lane.
That you also smashed. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that you have also kissed, at least kissed.
Mateo Lane.
True.
No,
How
I
many
love
comics-
Maria Bamford. I think is
You kissed Maria Bamford?
No, I didn't kiss Maria. I think she's one of the best comics working today. Feinstein, I love.
Who have you kissed?
What's that?
What female comedians have you kissed
I would never in a million years tell you that on this show.
on the sheet?
Yeah, I'll tell
Well,
you.
do
off
top
air.
5 comedy wise, and then like just gauge how much you like lust after them. Like 1 to 10.
I think Sarah Silverman is hilarious and really hot.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Whoa.
But I've never. I
Have some
don't know
respect
her.
for your colleagues.
I don't know her.
Okay.
But you think?
Well, Dane Cook was hilarious and really hot. I mean, I'll say it about a man too. I'm not sexist.
Would you like to see Dane Cook and Sarah Silverman have sex?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah,
So I got the
that's
giggle.
it.
I got the giggles. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
watch.
that's
I'd watch it. I'd admire that
Yeah, I'm not against that at all.
for sure.
Tune in.
For sure.
Yeah. What about you, Shane?
What about me?
Who's your comedy crush?
Earthquake.
Earthquake could get. I'd like to see.
Bruce.
I'd like to see Mateo Lane and
Bruce was
David
hot.
Tell go at it sexually.
Okay.
True. Pretty
Okay.
tight.
I like that.
I'd like to see somebody jacked and buff just giving it to somebody.
Giving it to a tell hard.
Trying to. Who else is jacked and buff other than Mateo? I'd like to
Dane. Dane's jacked and buff.
Dane Cook is jacked and buff.
Oh
now?
yeah. He's
Is
pretty
he really?
jacked. Yeah, he's jacked.
What?
He's
When did
jacked.
he get jacked?
He was. I
He
remember
was for
he
years.
was.
He was
Now he's
sleek.
jacked
Yeah, he was
again.
sleek.
Chappelle's kind of jacked.
Chappelle got really jacked.
Chappelle is jacked.
He
Yeah.
got really jacked. But yeah, Cook always had like rock star body. I didn't know he got swole.
Yeah.
Now he's like swole body. I think when you hit a certain age, you can't have like slender, like you said, rock
Yeah.
star body.
For
Yeah,
me, that
more
was
like a
about.
fish
I think
body.
it's
fourth
just
grade.
you're either at that point it's like you're swole or nothing. you
True.
know? But he's jacked up, man. He posted I just saw on his Instagram, he had a picture of him shirtless. I was like, God damn, he's fucking
Really?
solid.
Has he
Yeah.
had any work done on his face?
I don't know.
Who do you
How would
think-
I know?
Who do you think would win
I'm
a
just
fight?
curious.
Kumail?
Because you guys are friends, right?
Are you guys boys?
I'm friendly with him. We don't like talk on the phone or anything. Kumail?
Who do you think would win a
Kumail
fight?
is
Kumail or Dane
jacked.
Cook? Who do you think would win a fight? Kumail or
Dane,
Dane Cook?
because Dane is from Boston.
So he's just because he's fucking Kamel's from Pakistan.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
That's about as tough as it gets.
I don't know. Maybe Kumail. Nah, just Kumail. His special was called Beta Male. I don't think he's like
That
ever
was
been
back
in
in
a
the
fight.
day, dude.
Now he's fucking
now
swole.
he's yoked.
Do you think he's on testosterone?
No, I think it's all natural.
I think it's all natural.
Yeah.
You think that's all natch?
Oh, I have no doubt.
True.
Why? I can't tell if you're being a smartass or not. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I
You
believe
think
it.
Dane's on test?
I
No.
don't know.
Probably
He doesn't
not.
seem
Yeah.
like somebody who would use anything artificial to improve his looks.
Yeah, I don't know what those guys. I mean, it's such rapid changes between, especially with like the guys that are in the movies.
Mhm.
It's such rapid changes between body type. It happens so quickly. It's kind of like it's hard to think you. And look, no judgment. Do whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's
not
kind of
like
hard to
baseball.
think that you
Take
did
steroids.
this naturally. Do the fucking steroids.
Take
in
steroids.
Sports too. I don't give a shit.
Well, it's fair in not if it's like a contact sport. Like if you're playing football or boxing or UFC, that's fucked up if you take steroids.
Why?
Because then it's an unfair advantage. You're literally you can hurt someone. You know what I mean?
All it does is change your muscles, though, right?
Well,
No, it fires you up, dude. It'd be like someone, taking like PCP before the fight.
it increases
They're
your
just
T.
jacked and retarded.
I wouldn't give a rat's ass if a football player was doing blow. I mean, plenty of them have done blow on the field. I mean, I don't know, man. I hear you in theory what you're saying. I just don't.
No, but
care.
if other guys are following the rules, if one guy takes steroids in like UFC, it's like it's an unfair fight. If the
none
other guy,
of those guys are juicing,
they
None.
were
Yeah, a lot
pretty
of them
hard.
probably are. It's a big
All right.
advantage. It's a huge advantage.
All
If I
right.
took, I'm all natural right now. If I
Yeah,
were to take roids, I'd probably be like 220, just fucking jacked.
I guess I just don't care. I have no dog in the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah.
care
Well, then
about
why'd you
sports.
say that opinion first? That was wrong.
What's that?
You say, "Oh, I guess I don't care." After you've
No,
been
I said
defeated, you've
I-
been pinned to the ground in the argument,
I led with.
and then you're like, "Actually, I
I
don't
led
even
with.
care."
I said I don't care about sports either. If they do steroids, I don't give a shit.
It's fair.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah,
I would like to see people out there.
What if a chef started doing it? What if a chef started taking
I don't
steroids
care.
and blew Joey DeRosa's sandwiches?
My only
Out of the
concern
water.
in life is don't fuck with me. That's it.
Whoa.
Whatever you're doing, I don't care. As long as
True.
it doesn't have an effect on me, I don't give a shit. Smoke fucking crack. As long as you're getting your job done, I don't care. I really don't give a shit.
You're about getting the job done.
Yeah.
You're a
and
Satanist.
don't fuck with me.
I don't care.
You're a Satanist. That's satanic.
Yeah. Satanic to the core. Hardcore, dude. Devil's son-in-law, dude.
Hell yeah.
But no, it's like people, like I have tons of friends that smoke weed all day and I'm not into that. But the only time it gets on my nerves is when one of them drops the ball with something that concerns me. It's like, oh man, then you're like, fucking idiot.
What's the last time they dropped the ball on you?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
Stoner?
I mean, it's not like yeah. It's not a frequent thing, but it's just like, just don't drop the fucking ball. And I don't care what you're doing, dude.
Sure.
It's like, eat all the shit you want, be as fat as you want, don't take care of yourself. Just don't sit next to me and be like, sorry, bud, I need your armrest. You know what I mean?
True,
It's like,
yeah.
no, dude, that's on you now, dude.
Yeah.
That's my kind of take with
Just
everything.
fucking
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
I confiscate armrests, bro.
Really?
I'm taking armrests.
Span out?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's just geometry. My arms
Yeah.
flex out this wide.
Nothing
There's nothing
bothers
I
me
can do.
more than like a small person taking the armrest.
Just
next
asserting
to me.
themselves, dude.
Oh.
Oh, God.
True.
Or in my car, the passenger taking the armrest. It's like, what the
You can
fuck,
share with
dude?
the passenger, can't you?
I don't like arms touching. I'm not like you.
I don't feel the arms touching when I do
I'm not
it in
a
my car.
fruitcake.
Really?
I got a man's car, though.
You got
That's
a
the
man's
thing,
car?
dude.
You
I
don't
got
have a car.
Jeep, dude. I got a
You
Jeep.
have a Jeep thing?
Yeah.
What
dude.
do you
Yeah,
have?
you're the
Is it a Wrangler?
coolest.
Yeah. I got a Wrangler, dude. Real men
Do you
can
mud?
send that together.
Do you mud?
No.
Why?
No,
Why not?
dude, I don't know. I just drive
Push
around
that
the city.
machine to the limits, dude.
I could if I wanted to. I just don't feel like
You
it.
should push it to the limits.
Yeah, maybe one of these days. Let's get all
pretty tight.
drunk and go drive.
I'm down with that. That's what Wranglers are for,
I was
dude.
drunk driving this weekend.
Were you?
Quite a bit.
Where at?
I was in
Oh,
Long Island at
right,
Governor's. I
right.
would have like, 6 or 7 beers and then hit the highway. No problemo.
That's not bad. Yeah,
That's not bad. That's
light
Bud
stuff.
Lights over the course of 5 hours.
There's evaporating.
I could have
out of
20 of those things.
you.
That's
You're,
not
just
drunk.
you're evaporating those
No.
out of you.
Yeah.
Dude, I take the
Just through
I
farts.
take the truck line, the truck lanes all the way up here.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it's fucking
Yeah,
nasty.
you like that's Toad's Highway.
Yeah, it is.
Toad's Turnpike, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's fucking nasty, man. Trucks. Do you take the truck side or the car side?
Depends how I'm feeling.
Dude, I
Every once in a while, I'll
up,
be like, I'm gonna fool the system today, get in the trucks line.
hang with the big boys.
Yeah,
What's Toad's Highway?
Towards Turnpike, it's
you were too old for it.
yeah. It's a game. It's
Nintendo 64.
Mario Kart.
It was way after your time.
Yeah, it's Mario Kart.
Oh, it was a game.
I'm being mean,
Yeah.
man. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Normally you're mean.
You're not being mean.
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm trying to.
No, you're just. I know. I'm in a good mood. I'm happy to see
All right,
you
good.
guys.
I'm happy
Nice,
to see
man.
you too.
Wait, Toad's Highway was on Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toad's Turnpike.
You know what? I never played Mario 64.
It's
Which
it's
play?
like the best one.
Yeah, I hear, but that's one of the only ones I never played. I have the new one or the newest one.
What you
You
got?
have the newest
Well,
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8. It's from like it's a few years old at this point.
Yeah.
And then I have the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart, which is really
You got a
good.
GBA?
I have several GBAs.
What?
I have
This
three.
is crazy.
I have
Where-
three.
where do you
GBAs.
play them?
I have 40 plus systems in my house.
You do look like an adult Pokemon trainer. You really.
You look like a little Pokemon, dude.
A Snorlax, if
So
you will.
you game hard.
Now a little fat Pikachu.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah,
I got
he's
him. I
dormant,
got him
dude.
fired up.
Stop rattling my
pulled it
cage,
out
dude.
of
Don't rattle the cage, bro. The big dog will come out.
Yeah, you did battle last time you were on here. You did absolute battle.
I know.
You were
I
weak.
literally was texting
I was-
Francis. I was like, yo, you got to get down here.
He's got to get
I
down
was
here, man.
swinging at everybody last time. I was shit faced, dude. We
That
were
was fun.
drinking all day upstairs. For
Cinco de
Mayo.
Mayo, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
But yeah, no, I have a ton of systems at home.
Damn.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you gaming on right now?
Xbox Series X, playing Resident Evil Village, the new one.
I got the new Xbox Series X. It doesn't.
It's pretty
It's
great.
kind of useless.
Really?
No, it's not, dude. It's
Really?
It's, these systems.
There's no games that are out for it.
Here's the deal,
I don't
though.
know. I've Game
This is what's
Pass.
about to happen. They just announced all this at E3. So it was a kind of a weak launch for both systems. You know, the newer the systems get, the weaker the launches get because it just takes more time, I guess, for developers to make stuff for the new systems. So this was a weak launch for both systems. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Xbox announced at E3, they showed all the new games coming out exclusively for Xbox, and that most of them are going to be available day one on Game Pass. They're making Game Pass like their first and foremost thing. They're making it so you don't ever have to buy games if you don't want to. You can just subscribe and play top-notch, state-of-the-art games
Top-notch.
for a subscription fee. PS5 is saying, fuck that. We're not putting any focus into digital streaming stuff, and our games are going to be $70 a piece.
Dang.
So Xbox games in solid form are not only cheaper, but they're going to be available to you to try through Game Pass. And if you don't like it, you can fucking just get rid of it, dude. And it doesn't
Yeah,
cost you
true.
anything.
Did you ever jerk off
So
to a
I
video
think
game?
it's- no,
You
never
have
did?
not.
no.
Never.
The NFL Blitz cheerleaders?
Tomb Raider,
The
NFL
players.
Blitz
The
cheerleaders in the
players.
loading
Tomb Raider
screen
never
there?
got you?
No.
My one friend.
It always looked to me like a.
You never
a
fucked with
fake-
the Rumble Pack? You never experimented with the Rumble Pack?
Oh, I've
No.
had that against my
go
penis.
on. Go on. Be
That
honest.
was, by the way, that was the hardest
I've had
injection of "we need funny" in your boring explanation.
No,
I've
I
ever
like
experienced
it.
No,
in
go
my life.
ahead. Give
You're
us
on
a
the-
I was
summary
really
of the
going on
E3.
about
no,
the
you're on the
technology.
cutting edge. You're on the cutting edge.
But anyway, your Xbox is going to be the better buy of the two,
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Nice.
and
That's
it's
what I like to hear.
it's closer to PC gaming than PS5 is. That said, I still would like a PS5, but
yeah.
Are
they're
you gonna get both?
they're kind of fucking the customers now. I already have the Series X. Yeah, if I can find a PS5, but it's absurd that you can't find.
What
these
would you
fucking
do for one?
things. I'd suck your dick.
Dude, I saw a.
I'd eat a Klondike bar.
I do that.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah,
What do people usually do? What would they do for them on there? Do they ever like?
like fucking finger their wife's pussy.
Dude, I saw a guy yesterday.
Sound shit like that.
I'm driving in my car and I'm passing the bus stop. Guy got off the bus, homeless guy, appeared to be homeless guy. He had like loose jeans on and still, I wasn't looking for this. He had a fucking bulge that caught my eye and like loose. You know, homeless guys wear jeans that are just like 19 sizes too big.
Yes.
He was flopping within these like tenth of a pants. I started thinking, so I checked it out. I was, I had the light. So I sat there and I was like, dude, that thing's, I was measuring it. I was just scanning like,
yeah.
dude, that thing's fucking monstrous.
Nice.
I started thinking there has to be dads. No, obviously not me. I'm straight as fuck. There has to be married dads that just secretly fuck homeless guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that happens all. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. Go down to the park, you grab them.
You fuck them?
They go, hey, man. And they go, get your fucking hands off me, man. You fucking.
That's
Just,
you know who
like,
did that? I'm
reveling
not
in the
kidding.
stench of a homeless
You know
guy?
who did that? I'm not kidding. The dad from Alf. I'm not kidding.
What?
Nah, he was at a crack house.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
innocent.
He was at the party.
No, and then
He
it
was
turned
tardy.
out
Yeah, you got to do stuff
turned
your
out-
girlfriends like to do.
it turned out that despite that he was married, he had an extramarital relationship with a guy,
Homeless guy?
and they would go and get like homeless dudes and wash them up and like fuck them.
And didn't that guy die?
Fuck. They're just
Yeah,
there
he
to
just
fuck.
died.
Yeah, he
They're like
just died.
cows. Homeless dudes are just like cows for the slaughter.
What do you
You
mean?
just grab them and
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
just
yeah,
pull
yeah.
them up. Yeah, you
Milk
give
'em.
take them to the hair cuttery and fuck them.
I'd like to get my
Dude,
hands on
I
it.
was thinking about like 60. There has to be dudes that want to like 69, like dude straight off the street and just
Yeah.
bask in that.
I saw a homeless lady reading the other day. It made me laugh.
Really?
She was reading. She was sitting there like covered, like blankets set up everywhere. She
What
was
was she
reading.
reading? 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah, she was reading The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Really?
No, I didn't get to see what she was reading, but it made me laugh. I was like,
Pretty
why
funny.
don't you get to work?
Tucked up with a book.
Stop reading.
Yeah.
It's funny to finish a long homeless day and be like, I'm going to settle in with a nice book. Just over this
I've
sewer
never seen that
grate.
before. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, she was reading.
Damn.
Oh man, do you ever have a homeless guy tell you he doesn't want the food because he's a vegetarian? I've had that happen to me
Really?
several times.
Nah, I'd fight him.
That sounds like a white.
Of course, it's always
Yeah,
a
yeah,
white.
yeah.
It's always
Yeah,
some white
dude.
kid on the street because he thinks it's a protest to Trump or
Yeah,
whatever.
it sounds
the
like a
fuck.
hippie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you gotta go. I got food, dude. It's like don't let it go to waste. She's like, does it have meat in it? I'm a strict vegetarian. And I shit on the homeless guy that did that to me because I was like, you might want to loosen up the reins on that diet, buddy.
Yeah.
And people on Twitter literally were like, he has as much a right as you. And it's like, guys,
Yeah,
guys,
no, you
if you're
don't.
homeless, you have to cut
Yeah.
some.
What do they call homeless people
privileges.
now?
This is like
Yeah, it's something like
housing disadvantaged or
that.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Economically disadvantaged.
No,
It's
there's
housing
something-
insecure.
Yeah.
It's like housing insecure instead of homeless.
Oh my God.
Because there's some people who aren't like we see like the Mark McGuires of the homeless usually.
Yeah.
They're just out there like top of their class. There's a lot of people who are quietly bopping around without a home, but they kind of crash.
Yeah.
Eventually, you run out of options, and you're out there on the streets.
Eventually, you've shit too many
Yeah.
couches.
Eventually, you're ripe for the picking, dude. Me and
It's
my,
so funny
Me and my
with
boys are gonna come by and be
PC
like,
I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna jerk this homeless guy off behind my family's back.
It's
I'm
so
gonna reach into
funny
those
with
baggy
PC
pants.
language. Like with PC language, all of it is based in people saying, well, I'm not that bad.
yeah,
That's all PC language is. It's some person in a similar situation to another guy going, well, don't you dare clump me in with him. I'm not homeless. I couch surf. And then they come up with these new stupid terms
yeah.
that brought, it's so fucking dumb, dude.
It's mostly rich white people.
Yeah,
they have
it's
slave.
all-
They
it's
have
all-
slave money. Like the richest one, like 0.1% have like slave money, or like selling the goods of slaves.
Yeah.
Like they find out their grandfather was doing that, and they feel bad, and they go like, "Hey, we're all really bad," and then you get that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
it's
I
nonsense.
really have no patience for it anymore. But what
What are you gonna do? You should, take the arms, get physical. You should get physical about it, dude.
Yeah. Why don't you get a gun?
Yo, for real.
Yeah, dude, that's a good idea.
Stop buying video games and start really getting
I should
involved.
start buying some guns.
A real first-person shooter.
True.
And a knife.
Dude.
Well, you're not gonna. I don't think you'll do well with the knife.
Why? Because I'm not strong enough?
No.
How would
Not
you
coordinated
hold it? How would you hold it first of all?
Like this.
Fuck,
Like
you're gonna
with
get
the blade
like
between my fingers.
fuck,
like
you're gonna get like knuckle
Wow.
blades.
I'd hold fucking 3 knives like that.
You Wolverine?
Yeah. Yeah, I keep cutting my fingers.
Damn, dude.
Ow.
I think you're allowed. You're allowed to flash like a blade between your knuckle if it's like not that big.
I almost bought a BB gun the other day. I was at a flea market. They were selling high pressure BB guns. I was like, I guess you could, in theory, defend your home with one of those.
Yeah, if you fired on someone, they
I think that's a Bill Burr bit.
Is it really? No, is it really? Is that a bit? I'm not doing a bit. I'm asking. Is it really? Is it really a burp?
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Yeah, I think he does have
Okay,
one.
but I'm really asking. Like, I'm
I
not.
think he does have
I'm
a
not,
bit.
I'm not
It's
trying to be
okay.
funny. I'm really asking.
parallel thinking, dude.
I'm answering.
Right.
Yes, I believe he does have a bit like that.
I
I
understand.
think it's
Yeah.
like you could shoot someone in the elbow and they'd have to leave or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
parallel
But
thinking.
could you-
Happens all the greats.
No. But could you? I'm really legitimately asking. Could you effectively defend your home with a
No
BB
chance.
gun?
Well, depends
No
who's
chance.
breaking. Depends
A
who's
BB
breaking
gun?
in.
I don't know. Could it break the skin? I don't know.
Who cares? They're in a house. The adrenaline would be flying, dude. You'd have to really.
It depends what if it was pump action, you might be able to fool them into thinking it was real. I mean, if someone sees a gun, they might run.
That's kind of what I
Oh
think.
yeah,
But if
it
you
could be
shoot
like
them-
scare them off. It
But if you
depends what's
shoot
their
them,
goal.
Yeah, you might agitate them. If you shoot them and it doesn't hurt, and they're just like, fuck, they might attack.
What's their goal to?
And then you gotta
what's
bust
the
out the knuckle
breaking?
knives.
What's
True.
the entering? If they're trying to
True.
steal something secretly, yes, you could sting them. They'd be like, "Oh shit," and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Are
They'd
they trying to
be
like
easy to
Yeah,
jump.
they trying to like take your stuff or like attack you sexually.
They'd
Yeah.
probably have sex with me. That's what they all want. That's what everybody wants.
You are a
They're trying
fucking
to storm the-
sex symbol.
I'm a stud, dude.
Trying to storm the castle.
I was thinking
We were
about
talking about you getting pussy last night.
Really?
A couple comedians. We were all sitting there like, "Damn, Joe gets pussy."
Clean it up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice
He's
that
big.
people
He's big
say
dick,
nice
isn't
things.
he? Big boned it. I
His
thought, I
head-
thought you came out of the closet as big dicked on in the last podcast when you were drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what I said?
If you took that thing out, this whole room would get dark.
That's right, dude. That's right, dude. Did I say I had a big dick?
You said your
Do you
dick
have a
was
big
huge.
penis, Joe?
No.
Ari said he had a
Regular
huge
dick.
dick.
Ari has a no. I said Ari has a huge dick.
Ari has a
Maybe you did.
pretty
actually.
nice
Maybe I
sized
was-
penis.
I have a regular dick.
Ari showed it to
regular.
everybody last week. He pulled it
It's
up.
Ari
to
big.
took
the
his
camera.
penis out.
It's
Would
big.
you take your penis out to help
No.
us?
True.
Not even to help me?
Very.
No.
What if I needed you to help me?
We'll
and
blur it. We'll blur it.
What if I was tied to the railroad tracks?
You're like I'm dying
And
of
I was
thirst.
like, I need
Please
you gotta show your
let me
penis.
suck on your
The conductor was like,
Yeah.
fluids.
I do see
Please pee in my mouth, dude. I
Would you do
that.
it then?
Yeah, of course.
Would you do it? Would you show your penis to the camera right now for me for
No.
help?
It would help us.
What if it would help us?
It's part of the show. Nobody's gonna see it. It'll be
Nah.
blocked out.
No, I wouldn't do that. But what about you? Average, big?
Regular, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
regular.
regular. What about you,
Got a
dude?
married man's
Tiny
penis.
right now. Mine's sitting pretty right
But
now.
like when it's normal. what's
I
the
think
way?
it's fair. I think it's fair.
Shane's taunted me a couple times. He's
I've
flung
showed
it
him
in his
my
gym shorts.
penis.
It's been
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Shane gets him. He doesn't talk about his girth.
Yeah, I got a big fat.
I might be the
penis,
hype man
dude.
for your girth, dude. Shane's got some girth, dude.
His whole body is girth.
Well, that's an attack. on my
What type
friend.
of thing is that to
That's an
say?
attack on my friend. I'm talking about,
thick,
I'm talking about his
dude.
penis.
What type of thing is that to
He's
say to me?
thick, dude. You got a fat ass.
I have no ass.
No, he has
How
no
dare
ass.
you?
Yeah, that's what the fuck, dude.
What the fuck is
This
this,
is
bro? You come
crazy.
down here and attack me? I thought we were having a nice time.
This is crazy.
This ain't fuck around
Dude, I
time.
love that ass, dude.
you like his ass?
Joe, you're a sexual predator. Joe,
I might walk off this podcast, dude.
I might get out of here.
I might walk off.
The news is going to break that Joe's a sexual predator. We're all fucked.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, who'd he do it to? They're gonna Shane Gillis.
True.
Yeah,
They're like,
that's
yeah,
fine.
who
Yeah.
cares?
They're like, yeah, he's a sexual predator. Yeah, what's his victim's name?
True.
What's that guy's name? Got him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a rapist. Yeah, gay rapist.
Word.
Yeah, sexual predation stormed the West Coast, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Blew them apart, dude.
They're
I hope.
disgusting. Out
I hope we can all. Hope we
You
can all
lived there.
band
You're a
together.
West Coast guy, right?
yeah.
You left. I know why you left. You were like, you saw it coming. You saw the writing on the wall.
Dude, they're disgusting out there. Hollywood has caused every problem in the world, and then they go,
Well,
"We
who
gotta
runs
fix
it?
the problems."
Who runs Hollywood?
Yeah, who'd you say?
You had to
I've
guess.
heard stories.
So you think Hollywood's directly responsible for all the world's ills?
I'm
And then
exaggerating,
If I had
but
to, well, I'm just going to dig into this a little. But let's. Who would you say if you
yeah,
had to guess?
pedophilia is a big thing. That's
How many
that
media
Hollywood is-
companies are there really? I think there's like 6. You're saying?
Something like that. Yeah.
I
Makes you
pick
think.
up what you're putting down.
I think it's just crazy to me that like Hollywood made all racism in entertainment is because of Hollywood, and then
Yeah.
now they're like canceling people because they think they're not woke enough. It's like
Well, the Me Too is my
just
favorite.
love it. You guys started the issue, like you
Yeah.
guys started the problem, and now it's this massive guilt trying to cover it up.
Well, Me Too is tight because it was for like there was like factory workers in Detroit getting just like raped against
Yeah.
like boilerplates. And then like there was like actresses being like, I felt weird at this party, and everyone was like, holy shit,
Yeah,
this is an issue.
yeah,
There was ladies just getting like punched in the butthole
Yeah.
on the assembly line.
yeah,
And then, like
yeah.
some celebrity lady was just like,
Yeah, nobody
somebody was mad
cared.
at me in Transformers.
Nobody cared.
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah.
They paraded him out. They paraded the OG Me Too's. And like,
What's her name
everyone's like,
talked about that? The writer,
M. Night Shyamalan?
Gerwit. No, Pretend It's a City on Netflix. What's her name?
M. Night Shyamalan.
No.
Foodie.
Did you know M. Night Shyamalan
What's
was a
his
girl?
name?
Huh? What'd you
Foodie. M. Night Foodie.
M. Night-
Have you ever left a Yelp review?
You're dark and twisted. You might be M. Night Foodie, dude.
M. Night Foodie. And what's her name?
Have you ever left a bad Yelp review?
No.
Yeah,
No,
you
Christ,
have.
a positive one.
No. I don't leave reviews.
Okay.
All right, jeez, man.
No,
It's
that's
a
not
good
directed
fucking
at you.
question.
That's the
No,
my
Yeah,
tone
it
is-
was a little.
No, it wasn't.
You're gonna come
My
down here and
tone is about the
scold
people
Matt?
that
Put
do
a-
that.
You scold,
What the
man.
fuck is her name?
It's M. Night
Fran
Shyamalan.
Lebowitz. She talked about that.
What?
Scorsese did a docu-series about Fran Lebowitz, the author.
Oh,
And she said in that, she goes, look, I'm not saying any of this Hollywood stuff is right, but you don't have to be an actor. I feel
Was
bad
this a
for
girl
the
saying this?
Yeah, a woman.
Oh.
And she goes, I feel bad for the chambermaids that nobody's talking about. That's a
Yeah.
job that they have to do.
Yeah.
She's like, this is Hollywood. It's not right. It's not okay. It's gross. But you don't have to. Nobody's forced to be an actor. People are
Yeah.
forced to be a maid, and then this happens to them. And I thought it was a really insightful point.
I don't know. I don't think it doesn't matter what your job is. Sexual assault is sexual assault, Joe.
You're so smart, dude. You're so insightful.
What about like this role? Yeah, like being like, you can't do this role unless you blow me. And they wanted
No,
it.
that's fucked up. I'm not saying it's not fucked up, but at the same time, it's like the fact that they're not talking about the women that
Yeah.
are they're, whose backs are literally to the wall.
Oh, I hear
because
you.
they have to do that job.
If I was a girl and
That's
that
the
happened to
fucked up
me,
part
if
of it.
I was a girl and that happened to me, I'd end up, and I'm not bullshitting, I would end up probably being the director eventually. So kick ass, dude. I would
Yeah.
just find a way. I wouldn't, I would just be like,
I was just thinking about M. Night Shyamalan on the way here.
really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny.
What were you thinking
Because
about?
there's a trailer for this new A24 movie called
What's that about?
The Green Knight.
That movie looks
It
awesome.
looks awesome.
Is that Shyamalan?
That's the
No,
most
but it's
excited I am
A24.
for
But the
whole.
reason I was thinking about it was because A24 is due for a dud. Just like
what is
M. Night
A24?
Shyamalan went on a run,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden there was like the Lady in the Water or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just Dud City. Okay. Okay, yeah.
What's
okay.
what's A24? What movies they make?
They made Midsummer. They made
The movie sucked.
no, that
Was
movie ruled.
Moonlight?
Midsummer sucked.
You're dressed like Midsummer. Shut up.
It sucked.
Was
The
Moonlight
movie sucked.
A24?
No.
I felt like
Midsummer
it was.
sucked.
Oh,
It might. I could be wrong.
Midsummer was
Oh,
Hereditary was good.
sucked.
Oh, you're out of your dang.
So
mind.
Tell you why it
Hereditary,
sucks.
Midsummer,
Go ahead.
and Green. What's it? What are they doing now?
The Green Knight
Green
looks
Knight
fucking sick.
looks
it about?
dope. I'm
Look,
so
you're gonna
excited.
like it.
What's it about?
I was actually thinking about you when I was watching it. I was like, this has all. It's like a myth. It's like a cool myth. It's like
fairy
a
tale.
journey.
Damn,
It's like a
fuck.
It's a fairy tale. Yeah,
Still
you're gonna
sick?
love it.
Not going to change my mind. It's sick.
It's a fairy tale,
No,
but
it
a good
really is.
fairy
It's a
tale.
fairy
Like
tale.
a dark, like a
It's an old fairy
original
tale.
Brothers
Like a
Grimm.
middle-aged fairy tale.
Yeah, it's like an old.
You're gonna
like,
love it.
It's got like fucking. Looks like it's got monsters in it. It looks
Yeah, it's
awesome.
got giants.
Yeah, it looks
Damn,
awesome.
really?
Yeah.
Talking fox.
Shit.
You know what it looks like? It looks like that movie. Remember that movie Legend with Tom Cruise?
No,
No, really?
That's a whole.
It's an awesome movie.
That's before our time.
Do you not know it?
no, I
Never
don't
heard of it.
actually.
It's fucking awesome.
Tom
What-
Cruise plays a medieval guy.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale movie. Tim Curry plays like this like demon devil bad guy. It's
Damn.
fucking awesome. There's like witches in it and shit. It's awesome. It's
I like that stuff.
Sounds
Yeah,
pretty
it's
tight.
great.
When did they make it?
1967.
He's just a liar.
No, it's from like 85. It's like one of Tom Cruise's like earlier movies.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Who's
Jennifer
your favorite
Beals
actor?
is in it.
Who's your favorite actor?
Probably Ed Begley Jr.
Who's Ed Begley Jr.?
I actually do like him. He's not my favorite.
Who is
but I like him. He's in a lot of stuff. He's
What's he in?
he was on St. Elsewhere. He's in all the Christopher Guest movies.
I don't know anything you're saying.
Who's my favorite actor right now? Currently, Sam Rockwell. I love Sam.
Ooh,
Rockwell.
that's a good pick.
Ooh.
I love Sam Rockwell. So that's currently of all time.
I like Ben Foster.
Yeah, he's
Isn't that
great.
his name?
Yeah,
The guy in Hell or High Water?
yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I like Vin Diesel.
yeah,
Yeah, Vin.
That's my favorite actor.
Vin Diesel's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
like
don't
Vin
think I have
Diesel?
I like Ludacris, dude.
Trying to think who I don't know who my favorite actor would be.
Yeah, because you're not a chick.
Not a cinephile.
I used to have a favorite. I used to be Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
He might be
him
my-
and DiCap are probably my favorite. Daniel Day,
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
I might
Wow.
nod Daniel Day as the greatest actor that's ever lived.
You're going to give him the nod?
I might, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite
Wait till
actor
he
of
gets
all
wind of
time,
this.
probably Jack Lemmon.
Who's Jack Lemmon?
Who's Jack Lemmon?
You don't know who Jack
Jesus
Lemmon is?
Christ.
Never heard of him.
What, you a fucking idiot?
Or Pacino,
I
but
know, yeah,
currently
Pacino.
Rockwell.
Yeah. Sam Rockwell was in the Green Mile, right?
Pacino stinks.
Pacino's awesome.
Yeah, I don't like De Niro.
I just watched
Pacino.
Heat.
I hear you on
Pacino
that.
was brutal.
He's awesome in that.
He is.
He's lost his edge.
He's out of his
Pacino's lost
mind.
his edge.
He was great in The Irishman. What are you talking about?
He was nuts.
It was awesome.
Pacino lost his edge, dude.
He's great.
He forgot how to act.
Yeah, Pacino stinks.
check me out in that one sketch with you.
yeah, true. Pesci was good in The Irishman.
Yeah,
They're all
Pesci
good
was
in it.
nasty.
Everybody's
No,
the movie's a
De
masterpiece.
Niro stunk.
Oh, De Niro.
You're so
It wasn't up
wrong.
to him. It wasn't his fault that he
You're
stunk.
so
True. Yo,
wrong.
that was crazy.
Them old man bodying him.
They gave him Stevie Janowski.
That movie's a
face.
masterpiece.
they gave De Niro
Yeah,
Stevie
they gave him like
Janowski face,
blue
dude.
contacts.
That movie's a
crazy.
masterpiece.
He had him
dude.
do Irish face, dude. That was fucked up.
They did make him do
He had a
Irish
whopping
face.
Irish face. I was pissed.
You guys are nuts. You like Midsummer and not The Irishman? You like watching a dude fuck a bunch of old ladies as somebody pushed his ass in and
okay,
out?
but
Yeah,
imagine
of
you're
course.
Irish.
I watched that
and
with my mom twice.
really?
Yeah,
movie
me and my mom both
sucks.
loved that scene.
What did you like about Midsummer?
What
Tell
did
me
I
why
like about
was
Midsummer?
good.
That
It
part.
was spooky.
Yeah, tell me why Midsummer was good aside from seeing people with their faces busted off. Tell me what was cool about
Spoiler.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. You tell me. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I
Go
want to hear your
ahead, dude.
explanation of this. I want to hear your Philly explanation of why this movie was good.
Why?
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Go ahead, dude.
What the fuck?
Go ahead,
That was
dude.
kind of geocentrist of you
Go
to
ahead,
say, dude.
You want to jump into the fucking ring? Let's go, dude.
Whoa. Whoa.
What I liked about it was my favorite part about Midsummer was when they CGI'd the young guy. They put a 90-year-old and pretended he was 20 the whole movie and made it 5 hours long. That's what I liked about Midsummer.
No.
Wait,
No,
what?
No. You're doing. I see what you're doing.
That's what my favorite part
Tell me
was.
what you liked about
And
Midsummer.
then I
That's
liked
impressive.
just putting big names in there, well past their prime when they're all
Tell
fucking
me what you
90,
liked about
and just
Midsummer.
letting them talk,
Tell
just
me
gibberish.
what you liked about Midsummer.
I liked when they literally had one of the characters fuck up a line, and they thought they were so incredible at art that they just kept it.
True.
What part was that?
In Midsummer, when Pacino is giving a speech about like, you guys fucked up, you fucked up. You don't put his son. You don't put his son. Like
Pacino stinks, dude.
Pacino's. I can't wait for him to fucking
Oh
die.
my god, dude. I would no for real we were fucking around. But if I saw De Niro, I would fucking.
I would lay
trash
into him, dude. After what he said about our
Dude,
president,
I would, dude. It'd be like a fucking stump grinder. I would just fucking. I would bear down on him. And just fucking.
what do you think you could do to his legs? Like if you front kick to the front of his knee,
I'd dislocate his knee. I would probably cuff him up in a Muay Thai clinch and just bring one knee right up to his face, dude, and fucking destroy. Dude, he was an asshole to our commander in chief. That was crazy. I don't like people making fun of Biden either.
Yeah,
dude.
I hate that.
Oh man, it drives me nuts.
have some respect for the
Trevor
office.
Noah was making fun of Biden. I was
What?
like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the hell was he saying about?
It's kind of weird. They were like saying he's like cute and old. A lot of
They're real into him
a lot
being
of-
cute.
Yeah, a lot of people are into like cute old people right now. It's
You see
very,
that clip of him?
Fauci?
He got like ice cream, and all the reporters are like, "What type of flavor is that?" He's like, "Chocolate chip," and they're all like, "Oh, it's crazy."
same with Fauci, dude.
Yeah,
He's a cute old man.
Fauci's a stupid asshole.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there
what I'm
you go,
talking
Joe.
about. Oh yeah,
there we go. You're sick of the hoax.
that's what
He
I'm
is.
talking about.
Stupid asshole.
The hoax is up, dude.
Yeah, man.
I hate him.
Fooled you, got you.
I hate him.
Yeah, man.
You know what my favorite thing is? Now Democrats are trying very hard to be like, we don't know if it came from the factory.
They're saying like he
The-
was dealing
the-
with
the-
facts.
He won't even.
No,
kind
I'm
of-
talking
He won't
about
even
the,
entertain the possibility.
Wuhan. They're
I know.
like, we don't know if it came from the lab.
They're like, well,
He won't even entertain the possibility with like all this probability. He won't even just say like, "They're all right. We know more now than we did." He's so and he was funding that.
Yeah, man.
It's just so it's so crazy.
Well, it's a snafu because a lot of people are like, oh, it's not even a thing. It's like, but then they're like, it did come from a lab, so it is a thing. It came from a lab, and it was funded by the guy who was like,
Guy who
Yeah.
Fucked up.
paid
It's
the
fucked
lab.
up. Yeah, it's kind of fucked. And you could say, well, maybe he paid a bunch of labs, but it's like, all right, at least fire the guy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
big fuck up.
yeah, we had to
You know?
fucking
Yeah.
get rid of a producer. We're
Yeah.
still friends with him.
Yeah.
You know what my
We
favorite
took
part of
appropriate
the
action. We're still friends
that
with the guy.
didn't
You know
cost
my favorite
like a
part of The
million
Irishman
lives
was?
Yeah.
globally.
What'd
You
you
know
like
my
about the
favorite part of
Irishman?
The
What was your favorite part of the
Irishman
Irishman?
Oh, I know you're doing.
when everybody had
Yeah,
a
yeah,
picnic
yeah.
outside, but they made it look like they were mushrooms and it was supposed to be cool.
They
Dude,
did have a picnic outside in The Irishman,
They did.
and they all
Remember-
pretended like they weren't. 100.
Remember the part where that meaty chick cried for the 18th time?
True. Well, I like that. They made her shitty.
True.
It was nice to see a movie where they like the woman actually does suck.
Really?
Yeah, she was a fucking nightmare the whole time.
What was
I mean,
her
maybe
body
that's
type?
not supposed to be the case, but that's how I took it.
She was shouldery, was all I remember. And then
was
she
a cute-
apologized.
She was a cute
She's
little
cute.
chubby
She-
blonde, dude. She
And
was.
then she
hot.
apologized on Twitter because she had cornrows, and everybody said that she was appropriating.
Well, if you're on mushrooms,
No,
you're
I
allowed
will
to wear
say-
mushrooms.
She goes out with Zach Braff.
You're allowed to wear
Midsummer is
cornrows
not-
if you're on mushrooms.
If I had to watch either of those right now, I'd watch The
Oh
Irishman.
yeah. Oh really?
Yeah, of course. Midsummer's 3 hours long, by the
Yeah,
way.
Midsummer's it's
Irishman's
long.
what,
It's not that
5?
good.
Oh, it's 3.5 hours long.
It's long as hell, dude.
That's what a masterpiece does, dude.
That was a forced masterpiece. They just
They forced
star-studded
it.
that out. and they're like,
Scorsese's, I put it above Casino.
I would kick Scorsese in the fucking ass. if I
Under
saw him.
Goodfellas, above Casino.
You put The Irishman above Cassini?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yes, and trust me, I've watched all 3 of those movies a lot.
What do you like more, those or Star Wars?
Ooh. Who do you think would win a fight? Al
tough-
Pacino or
yeah,
Star Wars?
Star Wars?
No,
Who would win a fight?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Who would win a fight, Star Wars or Game Boys?
Star Wars, dude.
True, the Death Star.
Who would win a fight, Star Wars or food?
Ooh.
Star Wars.
No way, dude. No fucking way.
Joe DeRosa sandwiches or Star Wars?
Star Wars, dude.
All right.
Nothing beats Star Wars. Yeah,
How
Dude, they
bad
get
were
rave
those?
reviews. Those
Oh yeah,
sandwiches
you
get
liked
rave-
the new episodes.
I liked The Force Awakens. After that,
Which
I
one
Was
was
that
that?
the first of
Yeah.
the? Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I liked
I
half
think I
of
did
the.
watch that.
I
That one
liked
was
half
good.
of the prequels. I liked Force Awakens, and I liked the original trilogy.
Yeah, up to the point where girls got in charge. I kind of liked Star Wars. And then once the girls were in charge of Star Wars, I was like, nah.
I don't see male or female.
True.
Yeah,
fair
we know.
I don't see race either.
True.
Yeah, everybody's just a person.
I heard that.
You know what I mean?
That's
Well,
not
that's
what-
colorblind racism, but yeah, I don't really
yeah,
get down
true.
with it.
You're
but-
not acknowledging their suffering.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
You're like, oh, you guys are pretty much white to me, just totally discounting
Yeah,
their.
it's pretty privileged. Yeah, it's like
It's a great
kind of
point.
making me uncomfortable a little bit right
no,
now.
I only see color. I'm like, I recognize your pain.
Yeah, there's no way out of it. There's no way out. You have to be like, no, I see your blackness. What? And you're like, I don't.
I
Like,
don't
what?
even see it.
Fuck. I'm fucking bad.
Joe, come on, man.
How
Have a little
would you say?
respect.
How would you rate your level of privilege in terms of the like oppressor continuum? Where would you say you
Joe's
are?
an adopted
Between
Arab,
ally-
dude.
You're an adopted Arab?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's oppressed as hell.
yeah.
Shit, dude.
Middle
You
Eastern.
didn't even. Oh, look at this.
Mostly
You didn't
Arab.
even know you were talking to an
I'm sorry I didn't know
oppressed-
your plight, bro.
Yeah, dude. You see
Damn.
my color now?
I did. I see it. You're colored as hell.
I see your true colors.
So wait, you got adopted by what kind of family?
Man, I want another beer now, man.
Go get
True.
one.
Yeah, you can
Just
take
go grab
take
one.
a breather.
We'll chat.
Could one of the producers just get me
Yeah,
one?
no. Oh, no.
Why?
I don't think they'd be comfortable going, but just go grab one.
You're talking about Noah?
I don't think
You wanna
Noah
say no?
should.
Go get me
Noah
one.
should not go behind the.
Yo, go get me a beer, dude. Go get me a beer.
Wow.
Right now, dude.
Are you talking to him?
Yeah,
That's very Middle Eastern princess.
get me
of
a
you.
that
beer,
is
dude.
very.
That's
the
Shah
Middle Eastern.
energy. That's
Go get me
Shah
a beer.
energy, dude.
True.
I'll make it more Middle East. Go get me a beer before I cut your clit off.
Woo! You escaped, dude. They're gonna fucking
Yeah.
carve your clit out.
Oh, nice. We finally have a couch to do
Come
the
on, dude. Don't
dad's
make me move.
dad sitting gay bit.
What is that?
Remember, like we were talking about if you ever came down because I sit gay on
Oh
couches.
yeah.
Like if you came down in the
You
Arabs
like
sit
you
very
sit like
gay.
this.
Arabs constantly sit gay. Yeah, just like.
Don't make
Yep.
me move. Go get me a beer.
No.
Come on, dude. I would do it for you.
No.
I would do it for you if it was my podcast.
Scream.
Dude, you
Put
wouldn't
your head
even
out
make
and
us
scream.
sandwiches the other night.
I fucking made them for you.
Oh,
Hey,
attacking the man's
hey,
business.
raising his
Whoa.
voice over here.
remember when I made them for you after hours?
The Arab man.
Go get me a beer.
What were your parents? What was your parents' ethnicity?
I'm adopted.
I know. What were the
What were the-
adoptive
The
parents?
real one or the fake one?
The real
Well,
ones.
which one's
No,
the
no,
real
the
one? Which
fake.
one's
The
the
fakes.
fake?
The fakes that dedicated their lives to.
Italian. Yeah.
They're Italians.
Yeah.
You're Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
How do they
It's
feel
raised-
about that?
I just identify.
It's a good
as
pick,
Italian
though.
at
That's a
this
good
point.
pick. Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was raised.
What are you, Lebanese?
No, Egyptian and Middle Eastern.
So you're like the original Aryan.
Yeah, dude, I'm the original man, dude.
Damn, dude.
Raised in the belly of the wops.
Yeah, dude, I'm the original man, dude. I'm a fucking African king.
Go
dude.
get. No, you're not.
Yeah,
Don't say that type of thing.
I'm a king, dude. I descend from
Yeah,
kings.
Burger King.
That's awesome.
That's all right.
When did you find out you're adopted? Was it like a surprise type
I
thing?
never.
or-
I don't remember ever finding out. Like I guess they.
Oh, they
told me
hit you
from
with
birth.
it very beginning.
They
Yeah.
would. It literally hit me. They'd beat it into me.
True. Did they hit you?
Yeah, they go, you adopted piece of shit.
Did they beat you?
No, I'm kidding.
Are your
No, but I
adoptive
nev-
parents
I don't-
allowed to hit you?
Yeah, they're allowed to.
I think it's not allowed to. Yeah, as long
What
as
do
it
poor
doesn't show
Italians eat? They probably don't eat like nice food. They probably
Pasta.
SpaghettiOs.
True.
Pasta's not expensive. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah, it's
bought
pretty-
it.
yeah.
It's about $1.29 for a pound.
Yeah.
Come Come on, you eat enough of it. We can tell. Come on.
Whoa.
Don't act like you don't know what
What
pasta
the
costs.
fuck, dude?
Don't act
Bro,
like you don't know what
roll
pasta
out the
costs.
red
Type
carpet,
of stuff.
dude.
We
You
roll.
just don't
Yeah, I was gonna go get you a beer just now.
Go get me a beer.
What kind of beer do you want?
Miller High Life.
Yeah, okay.
Don't.
You want me to get you a beer?
Yeah.
Sure. What color?
Think that's funny?
Sure. What color?
You think that's funny now?
Yeah. Sure.
Have one with me. Split one with me.
I'm not drinking.
What
Yeah,
beer? I
okay.
don't understand
I've got a
the-
terrible problem.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens when 4 o'clock hits.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere, baby.
What do you mean? What color beer?
That's just a nice old joke.
Is it
When
really?
someone asks you for something, go, yeah, sure. What color?
Woo! Oh, I got you.
Yeah, sure. What color?
Hell yeah.
My dad's old joke was when I was little, he'd go get me like the sugar or whatever.
Yeah.
And you go, where is it? And he'd go, it's right next to the chocolate bars. He would always say that.
Nice.
And as a kid, I believed him that there were chocolate bars. I get all excited, and then there were no chocolate bars, and I get really upset afterwards.
Damn.
It's very funny.
Yeah, it sucked. It's a real shit joke to do. To
It's a
kid.
funny joke. My dad used to hit the turn signal going past, like, I'd be like, can I rent a video game?
Oh.
Rent a video game. We'd be driving past and he'd hit the turn signal. I'd be like, yes! And then he'd just keep driving.
Oh, that's
It's
fucked
really
up,
funny.
dude.
It's really funny.
Fuck, that's
Would he
hilarious.
laugh
It's very
at you?
funny. Yes.
No, of course.
He's
Dude,
funny.
That's gotta be
That's what
so
a funny
funny.
man does.
And then what would you say? Would you
I
be like,
fucking hate you, Dad. Everybody else's parents would do that.
Thinking you're going
Everybody
to Blockbuster and getting deked is fucked. That would kill me.
Yeah, getting
That would
nutmegged.
kill me. Did you ever return the videos late and they'd fucking spaz?
They spazzed.
Dude, it was like now knowing how
It's like
much
a
it
$2
was.
charge.
I want to go home. I might gut punch my dad. It was like $4.
Yeah.
He'd be like blowing steam. Be like, "You didn't
My dad still spazzes. If I
If
rent a
they'd
movie,
show
if I
up-
go home and rent
Yeah,
a movie
dude.
for like $2.99,
Crazy.
he's like, what the hell?
Dude, he would show up
Really?
and be like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, yeah,
He
they
doesn't actually spaz, but for like 1 minute, he's like, what the? Don't turn it. Turn it off.
yeah.
I'm like, you already bought it. You
They
bought it.
geek. Yeah, if you buy shit on demand, they geek.
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, I got busted renting a bunch of pornos when I was a kid.
Did you
on
really?
In demand, yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
an only child?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I got in a lot of trouble for that.
I got one. I was just saying, yeah, I was just talking to O'Connor about this yesterday. Me and my friends, we were like, all right, we're going to walk down to Blockbuster. So we took a long walk.
Yeah.
It was long enough they knew what was up. We went in,
Ooh.
snuck a porn from the back, grabbed one.
Okay.
Blockbuster didn't have porns. You're lying.
Yeah, they did.
Well, no, this was,
No,
I mean,
you're
I
lying,
didn't,
dude.
Was
I
it
didn't
a-
want to tell you the actual
Stop
name
making
of
up
the,
Was it
stories.
a-
the actual name
was
of
it
the
a
Stop
movie.
lying.
movies?
It was a,
I thought the Blockbuster near me had an adult section.
No,
they
it did not.
But
I
this
might- I
was,
might
It
have
was
just-
forbidden. It was forbidden.
I don't think it did.
Blockbuster was not allowed to have adult
Google that,
sections.
please.
Trust me. I'll bet you $1,000.
I think we petitioned. The dads
No,
around us
it
petitioned.
Yeah, they
was not
petitioned.
allowed as a
We got one.
franchise. They had like
Really?
uniform rules. Yeah.
all right, well, this was not a
Could've
Blockbuster.
sworn.
It was
Yeah,
a
all right.
movie
Well, I'm
rental.
Do they
You're
have
telling the truth now.
NC-17s?
I just don't recall the name of it. I
All
was
right,
trying to
you
give you,
just
a
said video
generic
store.
name. Okay, we went to the video store.
Yeah, there you go.
Might have been
All right.
movies. Movies.
Now it's
No,
a
it
believable
wasn't movies.
story.
It was,
Now it's a believable story.
Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I'm with you.
I should have
it's
went and
fun.
got a beer. Now I got to listen to this.
Go get a beer, dude.
No,
Leave
go
the
ahead.
podcast. This is a favor to you.
Don't get sore. Don't get
I'm not sore at all.
Go ahead. Tell us.
What's your tattoo stand for on your arm?
What's it? What are the letters?
KK. It's KK. something.
KKK.
KKTIJ maybe N.
Is there an S?
Oh no, I know what this means, dude. Don't
Is it
make
bad?
fun.
Is there an S?
Hold on, let me tell you the story.
I was making fun. I was just
You
curious.
know exactly what it says. Hold on.
No, there's supposed to be an
That's
S.
my
It's supposed to
tat,
stand
bro.
for kill shame. They typo.
So
it. Go ahead.
we rented a porno. We snuck it in back into the basement.
Yeah.
Phil knew from the jump.
How
I'm
do you
sure
know?
we weren't very secretive.
You guys probably went in
We were
quiet.
probably all like, and
Oh,
and I remember my sister and a couple of her friends were there too. They were like in high school, so they knew what was up too. Everybody was having a good laugh. Everyone knew. As soon as we walked in, they knew. And my dad was like, "What'd you guys rent?"
oh,
And
no.
I lied, and he was like, "Oh, nice. I'll watch it with you."
Was it on?
He was like, "Oh, great. I'll come down
Was it
and
on
watch
the
it."
card? Like, how do they know?
I don't know how they knew.
You guys are just being weird, probably.
Yeah, we were being weirdos.
Oh,
And he was like, "I'll come
what'd you guys
downstairs
say?
and
Like,
watch
no.
it." Of course, I was like, "No, you don't have to, Dad. Thanks, though." Like, "No, that's cool, but thanks." Like, trying so
you guys
hard,
had that thing on.
and they knew. And then
Oh.
he came down and like I was like tearing up. Like I had to put it in the VCR, and in front of all my friends, he sat there. And I remember the first scene was a lady showering. Just right away, she was like, and it was one of those. It was a softcore porn, so it was like a lady like talking.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
up.
the inner monologue while she's like soaping up.
Fuck.
And my dad was like, "What the hell's this?" And I remember crying and running up the steps. They made me do it. And then running up the steps.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Who'd you run up to? Did you run up to?
I just ran up to my room for a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought I was going to be in so much trouble. I was in zero trouble.
Softcore is a nice saving
I was
grace.
just publicly humiliated.
I mean,
You didn't get in
and that was
trouble?
my punishment. That was my punishment.
Man.
What was your punishment for the porno?
I don't think I got punished either. The worst trouble I got in was when we were at my cousin's house, and my aunt and uncle and parents left us alone, and we were watching Batman on VHS. And this is back when VHS kind of cost a lot of money. And his dad was like, kind of like, not bragging, but like proud that he had bought like this blockbuster movie on VHS, and it was in the VCR. And then they left, and my cousin was like, "Let's take Batman out and watch this porno movie."
Nice.
Fuck
that my
yeah.
dad has. So we did, and we were so careful. We looked at the porno. We rewound it exactly to the spot it started
Where his
at.
dad
like,
finished.
Yeah, we didn't.
What did he finish on?
Something normal.
Yeah,
It wasn't anything weird. And then we went and put Batman back into the VCR, and it got stuck. And we tried to pull it out, and the tape of Batman ripped.
Oh no!
Yeah, dude, it sucked.
It must have been
Wait,
panic.
so Batman
Dude,
got stuck or the porno got
The
stuck?
Batman got stuck and ripped.
Where was the porno?
We'd put it back already.
Okay, but still.
So
Sucks.
So this guy was fired up about Batman getting
So
ripped.
we were like so fucking scared, and they came home, and my uncle was like, and my uncle would like smack his kid around, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So he was like, "What happened?" And my cousin was like, "We took Batman out for a second, and it ripped." And he's like, "Why'd you take Batman out?" Right? And he was hammering him about why he took Batman out, and I was so scared. And then I was driving, and nothing happened. Like it was just the tape is broken.
What was his story?
You guys are assholes. We just said we took it out for a second to watch something else and changed our minds. It was like some lie, but whatever. So then, but I was convinced we were.
Yeah, but he
pinched.
can't accuse you. He can't be like,
He
"Would you
couldn't-
take it out
True.
to watch porn?"
Yeah, he had no proof.
Did you watch my
We were
Did
in
you
the
watch my
clear.
porno?
We were in the clear,
Yeah.
but I was so scared and so paranoid as a kid. We were driving home, and I just cracked, dude.
Damn.
To my parents, I started crying, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. We were trying to watch a porno movie. I can't handle the guilt."
Oh man!
And then she called. My mom got home
Oh,
and called my aunt and
snitched.
uncle and told him what we did. I think I heard my cousin getting beat over the phone. I swear to God.
Oh no!
And then like my parents yelled at me, but I don't think I got grounded. I think they were like, "You told the truth, so we're gonna let it go." Like one of those things.
Yeah, your mom probably called like laughing.
No, she was not laughing.
Really?
I don't know if she
My
was
mom-
mad.
Oh, she was probably
Yes,
mad that they
She put a
had
face on
porno.
for me, maybe.
Maybe.
Probably had porno laying around.
It wasn't laying around. We went and we found it. He knew where it was.
I know most people.
But still,
I know
yeah.
moms are different now.
That was like a multi-dimensional problem. You're right. 'Cause
Yeah.
Back then, dudes like legitimately hid their porn from their wives.
Yeah.
A lot
No,
of
it
times.
was in a hiding place. My cousin just knew where it was.
He's like
Yeah.
a truffle pig.
You sniffed that
Yeah,
out.
He sniffed
you guys
that
didn't
porno
know
right
that?
out.
That's what we all did when we were kids. We all knew where the hiding places
Yeah.
for porn was.
The worst is when they moved the hiding spot. My one
Yeah.
friend had his parents were in their closet, and then one day we went. They probably knew we were getting into it.
Dude, we found my friend's mom's crotchless panties one time. Dude, it was rugged. We were
Oh
just
my
going through, I don't know
God.
why, we're just going through his parents' closet. It's like looking at all their clothes, and there was like a full lingerie setup. And I was like, the fuck, it's hollowed out. And we're just like, we were young enough to be like, we had to sit there and think about it for a second. We were like, oh, fuck.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. We found my mom's friend. We found my friend's mom's dildo. We were looking for porn in their closet, and he started laughing, and I go, "What's?" He was standing on a chair, looking on the top shelf.
And it was his own mother's dildo.
Yeah, and I go, "What's
Sick
so funny?" And he
ticket, dude.
turns around and he's like holding a dildo, and it's like wiggling, and he's laughing, and he fucking threw it at me.
It's good. That's
That
one way
was
to handle.
awkward.
That's one way to handle your mom's dildo. It's like,
He thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious. He thought it was so funny. And I remember thinking, like, that's kind of weird. That, like,
Yeah.
if I,
Then you cried and told your
He was
parents.
fighting his demons.
no, I
yeah.
sucked on it, dude.
That's a power move, dude.
Couldn't wait to suck on that.
You wanted to show your friend
yeah.
that you had it. No gag reflex.
Such a
Yeah.
power move. Well, yeah, when you
You getting close on time? Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go.
All right.
was fun,
Well,
guys.
this is a good episode.
Yeah,
Where are
thanks,
we
man.
at? Well, that was a time, right? Oh, nice. Exactly.
Beautiful.
Joe, you got anything you want to promote?
Taste Buds podcast, me and Sal
Oh
Volcano.
yeah, dude. I just called you the other day. It's so.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Oh,
watched?
yeah.
Have you seen any of the clips on
No.
his? Dude, they're so.
Thanks,
It's
man.
just him and Sal arguing about food, which food's better,
Awesome.
and they both argue with complete conviction on their side. It's very funny.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
audio. You can get audio wherever you get it, and then full video on the No Pressure Network channel. On
Why do you
YouTube.
think people don't like you?
Yeah, you're the man, dude. Yeah,
You're the man.
Why you stop, dude? It's
I
over.
love you.
It's over, dude. We rattled each other. We're
I'm
done.
No,
being
he's
honest.
building
I'm
you
giving
up.
you a chance to clear your name, dude.
We're done, dude.
All right, fine, whatever.
People love me, dude.
I love you.
Everybody wants to have sex with me.
You do have, yeah, you're good with that.
All right, love you guys. Thanks.
I love
Dude, you're
you.
the man.
Yeah. Thanks.
Great. God damn, bro. What the fuck is up?
Yo.
Such a Freudian vibe in here, dude.
I know. I need you to psychoanalyze me.
Dude, your life is a fucking movie,
My life is
dude.
such a movie.
Your life's a
dude.
fucking movie.
Really is. You see that phone call?
It's crazy.
Let's
Yeah,
not
that's
talk about it.
yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Devastating news moments ago. It's time to lay down, dude.
Yeah, you gotta lay down and relax.
I gotta lay down and pray.
Yeah, you gotta pray on that, bro.
I told you the bit wouldn't be funny once it started.
No, it's comfortable.
It is very comfortable.
I've wanted to do something like this forever, where like two people just lay in a dark room with their eyes closed and just
Oh.
like sleep. You know, when you're at your boy's house on a sleepover before you get to bed, you
it's
chat.
the funniest.
Dude,
It's the funniest time.
no one gets better. I'm never more free than when I'm in a dark room with one of my boys
True.
about to go to sleep. We can't see each other, but we're close, and I'm
And you
like,
say things that your deepest things.
yeah, exactly.
What type of things would you say to me?
Usually, I would plan out the day. I'd be like, let's go
You
down,
plan the day out?
like what we're gonna do the
That
next
would
day.
tick me off, dude. I'm
Why?
not trying to make plans.
Well, dude, I'm talking about like we're gonna play Secrets of the Ooze for like 4 hours.
All right.
Then we're gonna walk to Havertown Pizza,
Yo.
get personal Zaz. Dude,
Yeah.
I used to plan sick days when I was
All right,
like
well, that's good.
12. It'd be like, all right, we'll wake up, we'll play Secrets of the Ooze until we beat it.
Yes.
Then we'll go to Havertown Pizza for lunch. Then we'll watch fucking Urkel. My cousin would be like, yo, that's such a sick fucking idea.
Man, that's a good day.
I know, man. I wish.
How long would you watch Urkel? Just a half hour? How nice was Rugrats in the morning? Did you like Rugrats?
Big fan of Rugrats.
I was a Rugrats guy. A lot of guys like
Big
Doug.
fan. I like Doug. I did like Doug, but
I like Doug, but not as close to Rugrats.
nah, Rugrats fucking crushed.
That
I'm
music in the
somewhat of
morning?
a Stu Pickles, I would say.
Yeah,
A little bit of a wacky inventor, yeah.
true.
That's what he was.
True. I don't know which guy I was in that.
Doug's older sister was hot as fuck, though.
Angelica? You like that?
Yeah, I liked
She's
Angelica.
a
She was
brat.
like a brat, beatnik poet, dude. She was hot.
Wait, wait.
Roger Klotz fucked her one time.
Wait, I'm getting mixed things up. Doug's older sister is hot. Is that what you said?
No, Patty's his
I
girlfriend.
thought you were
yes.
saying Tommy Pickles' older sister, and I was like,
Ew, no,
Angelica, the
sorry,
cousin?
sorry.
I was like, damn, you a fucking kid?
What was
cartoon?
Doug? No, what was Doug's? Yeah, I was my bad. That wasn't it. What was
No.
Doug's sister's name? Pamela. Pamela might have been the crush. You kids don't know this.
Yeah, you guys.
I was
were
talking to
nice
these
second.
kids the way up here, dude. They had a whole different school.
Yeah, they love
experience.
like Disney,
Yeah,
channel.
what did you guys watch growing up?
not Nickelodeon. Disney. Shut up, Noah. You watch fucking Disney, bro. You watch Disney.
Dude, Noah's telling me a story, dude.
What's
Can I
Noah
tell
up to?
your criminal history? Dude,
Wait,
No-
we hired a criminal?
Noah's a vandal.
We had to have a background check on
He's a
these guys.
fucking vandal.
What is he, spray paint?
He spray painted.
He's a graffiti guy
He graffitied in North Philadelphia, dude.
in North Philly.
Yeah, he was at Temple.
What were you tagging?
Dude, he tagged a fucking. You guys don't have a producer's mic, do you? Jesus Christ.
It's fucking.
So I'll tell you. He told me the whole story. It's actually very funny. So him and his buddies, dude. They were drinking, right? You guys drinking? So okay, so you didn't like because his mom did ask if he was drinking. He said no. I was making sure you weren't lying to your mom.
Yeah.
So they were sober. Noah spray painted a picture of a horse with a humongous dick, and the cops came,
What?
busted him, and then he wrote "fuck" above the horse. So it was a horse with a big dick with "fuck" written above it.
Whoa.
Dude, it was a So then he
It
got
is very
busted,
funny.
and he had to get a lawyer, and he had to send a pic. The lawyer was like, "Send me a pic of the thing." So he had to send a picture of the
No.
horse with a big ass dick to the lawyer.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. He said it's still there to this day.
Really? How long ago was this?
It was like 2 years ago. He's a baby.
They gotta clean this up.
He should go paint over
You
that.
should have to go paint it. Or give it a reasonable paint it and give it like a normal cock.
True. Well, it's a horse.
I know, but give it a normal
True,
horse
and it's
cock.
big even for a horse. I saw it. He showed me a picture of it.
Really?
He had a picture on his face. He had the picture. He had to send to a lawyer. Dude, being a lawyer and getting that must be so fucking
Yeah, that
funny.
was probably hilarious.
Just being like, all right, let me send this to the appropriate
Yeah,
parties.
who was your lawyer? What's his name so we can all email him pictures of cocks? No, don't give him his name. His name's
Yeah.
Ezra?
Ed.
Ed. Sorry, I guess the most Jewish name I
Yeah,
could.
that was pretty nice. Well, we figured out why that is.
Why Jews are lawyers?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I looked up the Jewish religion. It's nothing but like wild fucking rules.
Yeah.
It's just rules upon rules upon rules. And it's like, that's the only way you can navigate them is by finding the loopholes. And you got to be the Lincoln lawyer. All day long, your mom's like, we can't turn lights on. You just got to hit the Lincoln and be like, I got to fucking find a way around this.
Yeah, what were you going to tell me? You were going to give me more
Oh,
devastating
dude.
news?
Yeah, well, it might be nothing. It might be nothing. So remember I was telling you, I don't know if you might have been kind of, I don't know if I even explained this right. I don't think you're drunk, but I was telling you that I was getting this thing. It's not a brain zap,
Oh,
but it's
God.
like I'll get a weird
Yeah.
smell. And then I get like, it's like a panic attack condensed into like 1 second where you just go, "Whoa," and it just goes away. So I'm like, what the fuck? But the cool thing is, well, kind of stinks.
You have, like brain cancer?
I don't know, but I don't think so. But it primarily only happened when I was like really stoned. So I was
okay.
like, I dug in, I did research after this week. It happened when I was up here the other time. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I went home and I researched. Dude. I went home and I couldn't pin this thing down. I've been Googling it for months. So I pin it down, dude. Temporal lobe seizures. My brain activity.
Yeah, but you Googled it.
Oh, no. I went to the doctor.
Oh, no.
Went to the doctor. I mean, obviously, I'm house. And the lady's like, I looked at this. I researched it. And I was like, I think it's temporal lobe seizure. She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
But I told her, I'm like, here's the secret. My dirty secret. It only happens if I'm smoking weed. And she was like, well,
Now you have to stop smoking.
what are you
weed.
going to do with that? And I was like, I'll cut it down and I'll, work my way back up. But I looked it up.
Work my way back.
Can't apparently. So CBD inhibits seizures, but THC also inhibits seizures, but in 10% of people can bring about slightly epileptic like brain patterns. So then I looked it up, dude. I have an epileptic personality. Religious zeal, writers. My whole life is just epilepsy, dude. You can boil it down. My brain's just fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, I think I'm fine. I got to go to a neurologist, but I'm good. Unless I have like some sort of like acorn in my brain.
That is cool that you have seizures.
It's kind of sick. They're not
It
even
is,
seizures. They're
yeah.
very mild,
But it'll develop. Hopefully you get like a wicked seizure one time.
like a grand mal. I'm working my
Yeah,
way up. I
and
have like
then-
real pussy versions.
Then you can have like a cane and be like a true professor.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll be like a young Reverend Martin Luther. Not the king. The OG.
Not the king.
The OG was just epileptic fits, dude.
Yeah, I
He
didn't
was just
know that.
thrown into fit. A lot of comes in my territory. A lot of mystics are just epileptic. Keep calling it epileptic. I don't even know how to say it. But yeah, dude, fucking. But I told the lady, I'm like, it doesn't happen if I'm not smoking weed, and I have to also be stressed while I'm smoking, like, not even smoking edibles. If I get stressed on an edible, I might seize up.
Really?
Just I get a weird smell out of nowhere. It's like a chemical smell,
Damn.
and I just go, and I just like sit there like. It happened to me on the dance floor.
I just had a seizure.
When I was on the wedding, when I was at the wedding and
You
I
had
was
a
dancing
seizure?
it up, I was on the
People
dance
would have
floor.
thought you were hitting the sizzling bacon.
They couldn't tell, dude. At
If
one
you
point,
laid on the ground, fucking people would be like,
dude, I'm
damn,
telling
his
you.
moves are out of this world.
they just form a circle. It's just my brain, dude. It's like the electrical. I have very strange electrical activity. I can't talk, dude. It's my fucking epilepsy. My epilepsy journey is crazy, dude.
I saw a
Dude,
girl
this
have
is
a
my
Have
epilepsy
you
journey.
seen a seizure?
Yeah, I saw.
I've seen a couple people
kid in
have
high school have
seizures,
them.
and it's fucking nuts.
But you can have there's different versions of it. That's called a grand mal or something. I'm having like very baby versions where it's just occurring in my brain. My body's I'm not even going like, my brain just goes, I just go, huh. And I stop and go,
Oh,
I hope that's nothing.
yeah.
I finally found it on Google. I'm like, dude, So yeah, the doc was like,
It's crazy when you find your diagnosis on Google. That's how I was with sleep paralysis.
yeah,
What if I got that now, dude? If I dozed,
dude,
during
I
the
had a little
cast?
bit of SP this morning.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I don't get it like that. I only got it like
I got
2
woken
or
up.
3 times.
See if I got woken up. I got woken up in the middle of the night to get Maya. Dude, I had sleep paralysis, lucid dreams of eating pussy last night.
Yo,
Not Brett. It was to the point where I thought Brittany had come in on me, going like, because I was eating pussy from the bottom.
Really?
I was just going.
You
I woke up just like, ugh.
can move your tongue during sleep paralysis.
That was the whole question because I'm kind of lucid. So when I came out of it, I was like, was I doing that?
Yeah,
But I was like, yeah, hopefully not.
I did drugs this weekend.
Did drugs?
Yeah,
Party time?
not cocaine.
Nice. So
But
just awesome drugs then.
yeah, I did Molly.
Nice.
I shouldn't have done that.
What? How was it? Or I'll ask.
How was it?
first?
It
Yeah.
was an awesome and incredible experience.
Nice.
And I continue to really enjoy it.
Nice.
But
What was the day after?
the day after was fine. I just stayed up too late. I've been staying up too late.
Yeah.
This week has been it's been party time. I mean, my life's a movie.
Dude,
bro.
you got to get fully into like Molly kind of Burning Man culture.
I can't.
There's
I hate
parties afterwards. You can go to like a day after recovery party where like you'll just like get like
I don't know.
You'll just massage other people who are on Molly and get massaged
it. The hangover is not as bad
as alcohol.
as alcohol and cocaine.
Yeah.
For sure. The
Yeah.
hangover is like, and what's nice about it is anytime
It's
I do it, I definitely stop drinking. Like I just take it and drink water and I'm like, this is nice.
Not bad.
And I went to a bar. Dude, Richmond, Virginia is where I was this weekend. It's filled
You had those things on you.
Antifa, bro.
So you were Mollying on Antifa?
I took some Molly, went to this one bar. It was so nice. It was like an English pub.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. There was fucking Christmas lights everywhere.
That's pretty
And the
tight.
Molly was just hitting like right when I got in there and I was like,
Damn.
this is so nice. This is great. I'm just going to sit here, drink water.
Nice.
And then Antifa bartenders hate me.
What the fuck? What's their
It was
problem?
basically, it's like Fishtown fucking waiters and shit.
In the South?
They're so mad. They're so mad
That's
at
the
me.
worst place to be a hipster in the South.
They're so, dude, I don't know what it is about bartenders that are like young dude bartenders that like think they're tough.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me more.
Yeah, it's
It's like, dude, be a bartender.
yeah, you get
be
a lot
nice.
of bartenders with barista energy.
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of stinks, dude.
You could see their shitty sleeve tattoos. I was just like, all right, these guys. But I was nice to them. I
They
was
all
like,
look like the lead singer of Incubus,
yeah.
and they just fucking tend bar.
And they're just mean, and they're like, "What's up, dude?" Another guy from the industry came in. He was bartending somewhere else. He hated me so much that he left. He was that angry at me.
What?
And I was like, "What the fuck's that guy's
You're
problem?
chilling
What's
on
his
fucking
problem?" I was on
Molly,
Molly, and I was like, "Dude, you guys are great. This is awesome."
And they were like, ugh.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, okay." Like, what's going on? Why are you in town? This is where they got mad. Because I said I was doing comedy in Richmond, and they're
Yeah,
like, "How is it?" Like real fucking dismissive of
Yeah.
everything I said. They're like, "Oh, okay."
Ugh.
And I was like, "The crowds are pretty uptight here." I was like, "Everybody's
I was
kind
laughing
of."
thinking about you on Molly as battling bartenders.
I
Be like,
hated these guys.
hold on a second, guys.
Yeah, I was like, "Fellas," I touched the one guy's arm, and that's when he left. That's when he left. I touched his arm, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, I touched you, dude." And he was like, and he
What
was
the
like,
fuck was
he
his
was like
problem?
he was like a fat, short, fat, tough guy.
Oh no,
He was a
he was
short-
fat jacked.
He was a fat.
Was he wearing a tight T-shirt?
He was, and it was a bar from another. He was at a different bar. Came in, he started complaining about the industry to the other guy, and I was even trying. I was trying to be very nice. I was like, "Is this your bar?" To the guy, he was like, "I'm a manager." I was
Oh,
just like, "It's cool. It's really cool. Like it's great." And he was like, I couldn't believe it.
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, somebody tricked people who work in the restaurants into thinking they're like cool and like rock stars.
Yeah, why would they be mean to a customer?
Cause they hate their jobs.
They're
They're
such
drug addicts,
brats.
dude.
But this is what they got mad
They're
at.
drug addicts.
Yeah, fucking dumb druggies. I was on
Jumping
Molly
through
having
hoops
fun.
Yeah, jumping through hoops for tips, dude.
True.
I'm telling you, nobody likes this, but I'm fully into defunding waiters. I want to defund wait staffs,
Bring back slaves.
or just defund them, man, and bring them down a notch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll keep an open mind on your plan, but no, just they're getting paid too much for the job they're doing, and it
Yeah.
creates they don't feel right about it on some level, so they turn to drugs and they turn to bad attitudes.
They're mean, dude.
I'm telling you, because they know.
I don't know what they're mean about. They love the CDC too.
Oh, dude,
They're so mean. They're rebels that also are like,
dude.
better fucking be a Democrat.
That was a very successful
It's
PSYOP
weird.
campaign. Dude, 10 years ago, those guys would have been standing and occupying Wall Street. And
Yeah.
now they're like, don't say shit about pharmaceutical companies. They got fucked, man.
But
they got fully PSYOP.
this is where they turned on me. So they were already
After the
being-
touch.
No, it was before the touch. This moment,
Where was Contact?
he was with me.
All right.
He was sitting
Contact
there.
was by at
Yes.
the helm.
Oh, Contact was with me, not on Molly.
Nice.
And
So he was jubilant as he was just
He was-
naturally jubilant.
yeah.
He was
So-
just radiating positivity.
me and him, no, we were both being very positive.
Nice,
That was
nice.
it was Saturday night. It was the one good show we had because
Nice.
Thursday and Friday we ate it.
You told me you had some pot-bellied hipsters, dude.
The pot-bellied hipsters, the Antifa hipsters, they're
They're
so
all-
mean, dude.
They gotta go to the doctor, dude.
I don't know what their
They do
problem
their
is.
physical. They all have pot bellies.
Yeah, and they're jerks about it.
They would be able to stop fascists better if they got into somewhat of decent shape. They don't have
Yeah.
to, they don't have to be like, ripping out 130 push-ups a day with their cousins like me, but just somewhat of
You guys are the
lose-
fascists training.
Yeah,
You're gonna
dude.
beat the
I'm
hell out of
about to
potbellies.
fucking knock them in the pot belly.
Hold on. So this
Go
is where
ahead.
it turned. So he was asking about how it went. I was like, the crowds are a little fucking like they're like kind of sensitive because of everything that happened here.
Oh, and they just
And
fucking
they were like,
steam.
what do you mean, boy? They didn't even ask what I meant by that. They just were like, from then on, they were fuming at me.
Really?
Yeah, they were definitely part of the
Resistance.
resistance.
You think they were leaving the industry
Definitely.
and putting on like it kinda-
100%. Also, it was a soccer bar. My theory continues to
Dude,
hold up.
I saw the Gromit
If you
thing
like
too.
MLS, you are Antifa.
Yeah,
If you're an MLS, if you're a white MLS fan, the lads are allowed to like it.
true.
And,
They're not, the lads aren't Antifa, first of all.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're chilling. They're
No,
working.
they're working
They
hard,
can't.
so.
They don't have time to pretend that there's a fascist revolt. They have no time to make believe.
What's the Sixers guy too? Wallace or something? Gromit?
The dog,
No, what's that guy's name? The Sixers dude.
Wallace or Gromit. What do you mean?
The Sixers logo, the mascot.
Ben Franklin.
So, dude, it's my epilepsy journey, dude. I
I
can't.
know.
think of
I
words.
know.
It's the fucking. It's the dude,
You're talking about the
the
blue
orange
dog.
thing from the Sixers, dude. My Flyers. My
Yes. Yes.
Dude,
Gritty.
come on, I have epilepsy. Come on.
Wallace or Gromit.
Yeah, Gritty. That's what it was.
Yes.
I saw some Antifa like.
They love Gritty.
Well, they were praising like teachers at a school near my house. They hung banners to be like, "You guys are heroes," all this shit, and then there was a Gritty drawing just near it, like.
God.
Yeah, dude. They're gonna rise up the nurses and the teachers, dude. They're gonna join the ranks.
But yeah, Richmond had, because Richmond's the capital of the Confederacy, so there's
Yeah,
statues everywhere to Confederate generals
yeah.
and like a giant Robert E. Lee memorial
Mm-hmm.
and a monument.
It
And
ticks them off.
and they got ticked off about it, and
Yeah.
they all spray painted it and like spray painted like BLM and George Floyd all
Yeah.
over it. And but they didn't get the horse at the top, which is Robert E. Lee. So the monument just kind of looks like he's riding above everything. Now it kind of looks like he's just totally.
Did you read that in an article, or did you?
Now it looks like he's just trampling over it, which is pretty funny. And then they put I said this part on stage. Then they put a
Fuck.
basketball hoop at the bottom of it, and I was like, "Who designed this? Robert E. Lee?"
What
Was
did
he
we-
like, yeah, put a basketball hoop down there so they can fuck.
He just sits there all day.
And he's up on his horse above it all, dude. They couldn't get up to the horse. They couldn't
People probably
get
hooping
Robert.
hard as hell, though.
Probably,
I'd be hooping hard, dude.
yeah.
If I saw Lee looking down on me, I'd fucking
You'd have, yeah, for the whites.
hooping
You'd
hard,
have to
dude.
swat a black dude in front of the Robert E. Lee Memorial.
Just get punched immediately.
If you dunked on a black dude in front of the Robert
Did you ever
E. Lee
play
Memorial.
pickup basketball like with
That
your
should be an
boys?
NBA street level
With Robert E.
in
Lee?
front of the Robert E. Lee Memorial.
Just put Sean
in Richmond.
Bradley. Sean Bradley.
You have to play with Sean Bradley.
Did you ever play like against like in pickup basketball with like your boys versus like just black dudes?
Yeah, all the time.
We played down the beach and won one time, and it was a fucking
You and me
issue.
took on black kids at one, dude.
They were 12.
Who cares? We
True,
beat the hell
true.
out
We
of
beat them
dude.
up. Damn, imagine we beat them in front of the statue, dude.
He would have. He might have come to life.
You think he would have fucking?
Robert E. Lee might have. Yeah, with Traveler, that was his horse.
He's like, damn, you guys were killing it in the paint.
Yes,
Your fundamentals are sound. No
I do
showboat.
declare.
None of that showboats.
Yeah, no showboat. Great screen. You guys really boxed out well.
Zone defense on 2-on-2. Excellent.
You fell down. That's okay. Yeah, that was. But the crowds. So Thursday and Friday, it's a new club. It's a
Mhm.
good club. They're
Yeah.
very nice. And but I didn't know they were doing menus and ordering through their phones.
Yeah, the
So
chili style.
So everybody in the fucking room is just looking at their phones throughout.
So what are they doing with wait?
I didn't know that
waitresses.
Yeah, they just come bring the food. I didn't know what was happening.
Mhm.
So I literally just thought everyone was on their phone the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, get off your fucking phones.
They're
And then they would try to talk, and I'd be like, "Shut up! Just put it away." Everybody kept trying to be like, "No, we're ordering," and I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up."
Damn.
And then, so yeah, that was Thursday and Friday, and that was terrible shows.
Yeah.
And then we got the rundown on all the BLM stuff that happened
Yeah.
and why everybody was so fucking uptight about everything. Because while I was up there, I was like, "Are you guys mad that I'm being conservative or mad that I'm being too liberal?"
Yeah.
Like I can't figure
Like,
out
I'll change it. Tell me.
what you're mad at. Yeah, I'll be whatever you need
I'll
me
lean
to
to
be,
whatever
guys.
side you want. Yeah.
Want me to be a fucking Nazi right now, dude? If it makes you guys laugh, I'll fucking be a Nazi right now, dude.
You should start doing stand up. You should start laying down doing stand up.
I might lay down for stand up for the
Dude,
rest
that
of
would
my
be
life.
fucking.
A lot of guys are afraid to just bring a couch on stage and lay down.
I mean, dude, it would trump sitting on the stool.
And kicking people out would be so sick. Just be like, get them out.
You know?
Take them and then fall asleep for like 20 minutes. And then just
You'd have to get beers with like a long straw. And just fucking,
just the beer hat, one of the hats. Just lay here. Yes, dude.
that'd be pretty tight.
I actually, yeah. I actually planned on sitting up as soon as the podcast started, but things are going pretty
You're
well.
comfy, dude.
Things are going pretty well.
Hey, you're comfy.
I think there's going to be some negative comments, most likely about my physique and the fact that I need to lay down to do a podcast.
These guys got to knock that off, man.
Dude, what the hell they keep body shaming people for?
I don't understand why they're so mean.
Why they love body shaming?
They could just pump us up and pump each other up in the process.
Yeah, just
not
be
attack each
nice,
other.
dude.
It's crazy.
What the hell?
I don't understand, man. I don't understand it.
Oh man,
But yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're in your young 20s.
I did fall and did drugs. I'm back on no drugs.
I would say, though,
I'm allowed to have a little fun, dude.
you can have some fun.
Got a little bit of
That's
fun.
what my dad says. You got to abuse something, man.
Yeah, and mine is
Got to
drugs.
abuse something.
Mine is drugs.
His is
and alcohol
coffee and
food.
sweets. Hard on the sweets. But yeah, I mean, it could have been worse, man. You could have. That would imagine if you were doing coke and you hit that bar and you were like, "Fuck's your guys' problem?"
Oh
It
yeah,
would have
yeah,
been a
yeah.
total battle.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Been a total battle.
I was as nice as literally I could possibly be.
Yeah.
I was like, "You guys are great, man. This is great."
I can't believe
And then I
they,
was like,
they shunned you.
I was like, "Are these guys mad at me?"
They shunned you.
Yeah, they were mad.
That's a hate crime, brother.
True.
You got shunned.
Shunning.
You got shunned.
I might have to take a.
Is there a hotline?
There should be a
You
hotline
should call a hotline
for white guys that
shunned.
got shunned.
They got shunned by other
Hey, wanna
pot
be
belly.
mean again?
Like, did he have a pot belly? Yeah, he had a pot belly.
Yeah,
Did he have really pussy, skinny arms and somehow also had a
they
pot
were
belly?
so mean, dude.
Did all of his calories seem to skip his arms and go to his belly?
I don't understand why they're like. There's several of those.
Because
Bars.
their lives are fucked up, dude. They're completely co-opted by the system that they purport to be attacking. And they're totally obedient slaves to Big Pharma, the government. Their lives are a fucking lie, dude. And they
True.
just fucking crushed.
They could tell I was living in the truth.
They knew it, dude. You
They
came
could
in
see
there just waving the
It
blazing
was probably
sword of
just
truth,
bright
dude.
light when I walked.
Dude.
Just-
You're like the guy from Game of Thrones, fucking who just an eye patch and the sword, the fiery sword. No, it's
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's like, the statues are cool.
I'm just saying, history's important.
Yeah, their state capital is the old Confederate capital.
Really?
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, that's the Confederate capital."
So you knew it.
I saw it from looking at it. It was pretty sick.
That's pretty tight.
And then when I was on stage, I was like, "Oh, you guys got a cool capital. That never used to be anything else, did it?" And they were all like,
They're all sourpuss.
they were so fucking sad.
I mean, dude, imagine if you're trying to be woke in the fucking heart of the Confederacy.
in Richmond,
Yeah.
the capital of the
You come out
Confederacy.
every day and you're like, and you look up and see Lee just fucking.
Yeah, there's Lee. They had a statue of Stonewall like outside of their capital.
That got knocked over.
It may have, but they might have moved it to in front of the. I think it's just in front of the Capitol.
Really?
Ironically enough, it's like 30 yards away from like a civil rights monument.
Well, yeah, that's probably, it's like a school zone. You can't have, you got to keep like at least 30,
Yeah,
30
yeah, yeah.
yards.
You got to
or
keep
so.
one around it to be like, no, we're cool. We do still like Stonewall.
It is a crazy fucking problem to have. Of just being like, I'm going to go to Greece. I'm going to try to find any of like the gods
Yeah.
that were problematic and be like, take this down, dude.
Please remove this.
Dionysus,
Yes.
making women eat babies and shit.
Dionysus did that?
Dude, when
I
Dionysus
thought
came
he was
to
just
town,
partying, dude.
well, he would too. There was a lot to Dionysus.
Tell me about it.
When Dionysus, he would come to town. He was crazy, dude. He was just total wildness. So yeah, it was totally like it was imbibing in the drinking and stuff. But he was so wild and fucking like chaotic that when girls saw him, they'd freak the fuck out, and sometimes they'd even eat their babies.
They'd freak out like they got so wet.
Kind of, dude. He would come to town. He was like a dude who would come to town and just like he was total chaos and disorder. People would be working, people being industrious, and he'd be like, "Yo, let's fucking drink wine and go fucking nuts." And girls would just be like, "Ah."
And then they'd munch up their baby.
Yeah, if you can't fucking party with Dionysus, if you have a baby, you gotta munch it.
Yeah, you got to like, oh, fuck, I can't get a babysitter.
Yeah,
And I'm hungry.
you munch your baby and fucking go party with Dionysus.
Would you eat your daughter to go hang out with Dionysus?
Spring break.
To spring break?
It depends.
People do that. It's
Kill
a
their
pretty
babies?
reasonable. Yeah, the
Yeah.
myth makes perfect sense.
Yeah, man.
It's like people definitely are like, no, I still have to party. I can't. I don't
Yeah.
want to raise this child.
Yeah, you can totally have a kid. You have to fully commit to being like, I'm going to give this thing the best life possible, or you go, it'll be fine. Just fuck your kid up.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, no, you can. Would I munch her and go to spring break? You're talking Daytona? We talking
Panama
fucking
City, bro.
Cozumel, Panama City?
Yeah, Panama.
Am I grinding? Am I grinding?
Yes, you're gonna be able to grind, and you're probably gonna you're gonna kiss and have one sex the whole time for the week,
Kiss and have one sex?
and you get one sex,
That's tough.
and it's bad, and
I
she's
might
gross,
munch.
and her butt smells.
I might munch you. What?
You're gonna have sex with her
She's
from
gonna be
behind, and her
gross.
butt's gonna smell, and you're gonna smell
It's gonna
it.
be sweaty and just like emanating alcohol. Have
But it'll
alcohol
be
coming
you're
off
gonna
the
like
pores.
it.
But I munch.
You like to stink, don't you?
Depends what kind
You
of stink
seem
it
like a
is.
bit of a dog.
Depends what kind of stink. If it's like a
Musky butt stink.
if it's like a hard work kind of smell, I'm into it. If it's like a BV, like what is it? Bacterial vaginosis.
Oh,
I'm not with the fish smell.
you don't like that.
That smell, and it's not even like a conscious choice. It's just I just like biologically go My body knew that was the wrong one. If it's just a musk, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you could go in there.
Let's crack these walls out, dude. Let's get it stanking in here. Get it smelling like the pussy, dude. Dick, booty, and pussy, dude.
What do you like better, the booty or the pussy?
The pussy, bro. The pussy.
The pussy?
All day long, the pussy.
Yeah, the pussy's so good.
I'm not
dude.
into that, dude. I'm not into that. The pussy's so... Yo, will you guys fucking knock it off?
Yeah,
Being serious
shut up
here.
over there.
Being serious
The pussy,
here, dude.
when as soon the first time you slide into the pussy.
You remember the first time you slid into some pussy?
Yes.
Were we wearing a condom or no?
No.
Lucky duck.
I did not wear condoms, bro. Who do you
I
think
did
I'm
it first.
fucking- I never did, yeah.
I remember the first time I did without it and was like, what?
Yeah.
It
You're
was...
like,
if I did it first without one, I don't know if I'd have been able to.
the first time I slid into the pussy, I
Unprotected.
unprotected and I also chickened out.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know what happened, dude. I got cold dick. I got cold feet on that one.
You tasted...
I got
and then
into
went-
the pussy.
How?
Yeah.
How is it even possible?
I don't know. I think I was in like 8th grade.
It
was scary, dude.
It is scary. No, it is scary.
I was frightened.
I was protected.
And then then the same girl like a week later. I got into the pussy in the
Yeah,
tent,
in the pussy.
in a tent. So technically, I lost my virginity kind of before that.
I had a
Slight
half
penetration.
virginity loose.
Yeah, what happened
I
with
was
yours?
too drunk.
Really?
I was rock fucking hard, dude. I was 17.
and you just couldn't jizz.
No, dude. I took a pee. I had a rock hard boner. I was making out. I was fucking
Yeah, playing with
fingering,
it.
not inserting.
Letting it
just
know what
fucking-
was coming.
Yeah, like what's up? I just
Yeah.
Googled the clitoris. I know what it is now. Let's go.
Mm.
So I'm pressing on that thing. I'm pushing that button, dude. I'm trying to get the elevator to ground floor, dude. Fucking like, let's go.
Yes.
And I had a I had a rager, dude. I drank like 16 Bud Lights. My parents were out of town.
Whoa.
I was fucked up.
That's what I did last night, dude.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, I was partying hard as I could.
That's how you party.
Then I peed. Boner was gone. I had a pee boner. So I like mashed like half hard bird on like a hiking trail. We went down to the trail.
You were on a trail outside?
I was outside.
We both lost our virginity outside.
Sick. And we both had I half lost it on the trail.
Yes.
And then I was just like, mashing a fucking like half hard bird with a condom on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I give up. I tapped. And then the second time I went to some lady's house and we had sex. And I remember I timed myself.
You timed your sexual
Well, I didn't
intercourse?
like time it, but I like definitely like. Well, yeah, I guess I did time it. I looked at the clock before I
Yeah.
started. And after I was like 7 minutes, not bad.
Yeah.
Every single time after that, I was like 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's pretty good.
I was like out of my body. The
2
first
minutes
time.
is great.
I mean, dude, you're talking to someone that got 7 minutes my first time.
True.
So I was like, dude, I'm gonna probably last for like half an hour pretty soon. Dude, it was only because I was like you were saying, I was so shook. I was like out of my body.
Yeah,
dude,
I was
most of it.
scared, dude. It was
I
so
like
spooky.
made myself.
People don't understand
Crumb.
how scary the pussy is.
After I got used to it, dude, I would just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I could. It was crazy.
Dude, if I can lay down on every podcast,
Yeah, dude, you
it's gonna
can.
be big. For the audio listeners, I'm pretty fucking chill right now.
They can tell you're laying. You can hear from someone's voice they're laying down. My mom gets me every time. Are
Really?
you in bed? And I'm like, "Brr."
Oh, that's the worst.
Also, too, my mom, she didn't call me fat this summer.
Did not call you
She
fat.
complimented my body.
Oh yeah, whose summer was it? Billy got shredded. Billy ended up getting like skinny.
Is he skinny?
Have you seen Bill?
I didn't see he was shredded.
He looks handsome as hell.
He does look
dude.
handsome. Bill looks good. He lost some weight.
Yeah, he lost weight. Now
Telling
he
you, man,
looks-
my mom just teases, dude.
Your mom teases you guys?
No, mommy teases, dude. She calls my jeans gay. Calls
What?
me paunchy. Yeah, dude. One time I bent down to pick something up, and
I
I was
bring up
like,
moms, dude.
"Huh? True." Sorry, bro. It's just part of this epilepsy journey I have right now.
I know.
I
Well,
was-
it does make sense that you're epileptic.
Yeah, I have an epileptic personality.
What else would you say goes into that? Like
It's just
you're a
two
writer,
things.
you're
It's just two
creative.
things. No, it's just they say people are obsessed with writing, and they have like very strong, like almost delusional religious stuff. I'm like, check.
No,
Although-
you don't even go to church.
Yeah, dude,
What
I have
the
a
fuck you
fucking, I
talking
have a
about?
ridiculously super spiritual life, dude.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Like a female's level of spirituality.
no,
You're-
no, no,
You're not
no, no.
religious.
Deeply religious.
You're deeply
I'm more
religious.
Eastern religion.
Yeah. What
Western
Eastern
religions are for
What
kids.
Eastern religion?
Hinduism, bro.
You're more Hindu.
The
Give me
Vedantas,
some.
dude.
Yeah, give me some tenets of Hinduism.
I mean, okay. You talking about Brahmin? Are you talking Brahmin?
No, give me the tenets. Tell me what are we talking here?
Well, it's hard because Hinduism's broken between so many different sects.
Okay.
But really, the whole thing is it's an impersonal creator at the very top of it. That's
Yeah.
Brahman, dude. And it's not a big thing. It's scientific. It's just the universe is inseparable. If you take all of the life force of every single being and connect it with the entire universe as a whole, that's Brahman, dude. It's just an ideal. It's an ideal you can meditate toward and connect yourself to.
Meditate towards that we're all connected.
We are. It's. I mean, all
No,
even
I
the
was,
pla- even
I was
planets.
asking that.
Yeah, the planets. It's a single thing. We are a one consciousness experiencing itself as each other.
Mm.
That's just my beliefs. I'm intensely. It's just my epilepsy, dude. I hate that you fucking. I'm gonna fucking have a fit, dude. But yeah, man. It's people say what do they say? A bunch of things that we're like a bunch of things that are changing. Where we're just change that's thinking, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
that's what I always say.
Come on, man. You know that.
The word
But,
things changing.
Dude, if you think about it, so, because you're a materialist, you're a mechanistic materialist.
Yeah,
That bothers you.
I don't care.
But you're a materialist, so
Yes.
you would say that our
I'm
consciousness,
I'm Missouri, bro. You better show me.
your consciousness,
show me
so
state,
you would say
dude.
that consciousness just emanates off of the tissue and it's just like a fluke that happens to come off of our like mechanical brain processes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
if we're just matter and tissues and we produce consciousness, then so does other, fundamental elements that we are, the same thing as. So the universe in that level would probably be in that vein is also conscious.
This is not this mirror is not conscious.
Not itself. But I'm saying if we're just, again, as a materialist, if we're just material elements, we're water, we're this, we're that, and we somehow produce consciousness, which is just a fluke. It's nothing serious, just trapped in our brains. It's not like a thing like a magnetic force that we somehow just experience,
What do you mean?
So
Like, do you think it is a
if it's just
magnetic force?
no, it could be an external thing that we're picking up on.
Yeah.
A magnet can't comprehend magnetism, but it's still like attracted
Yeah.
to it. Consciousness might be a field. I don't know. I mean, you're asking me, and if I'm hanging out with my Hindu friends, we'd say, yeah, it definitely is.
You did have some Hindu friends in college,
I
didn't you?
did, dude. I didn't know, dude. I look at Indian dudes and all now.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the shit you guys are brought up on. This fucking rules.
Yeah, they got a good one.
It's so sick, dude.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
So that's your third eye picking up on that? Is there a consciousness?
No, man, that
There's
dude.
third eye for
When you're getting into
fucking
right and
sick-ass
wrong
jokes.
knowledge, that's wrong knowledge, and that's where I'm with you. You don't believe in anything you can't see or reason out or have a reliable witness.
Yeah.
There is the whole pantheon of like all those things, but that's just that's mythology, bro.
What do you think George W. Bush is? Think he's a materialist, or do you think he's a Hindu?
What is George Satanist?
I'm whatever Dick Cheney is.
Satanist.
Which
He's
one's
a
he?
Satanist.
Satanist?
Do you hear my question though? If
Satanist.
we're just then biological material producing the fluke of consciousness, then so are other things too. We wouldn't know. Like an entire galaxy could be conscious then, because it has what do our brains run on? Water, tissue, electricity. You got water in the cosmos. You have plenty of fucking electricity.
Yeah.
So why could those things might be conscious too? So that would that's,
What if there's no water
there is?
on a planet?
I mean that wouldn't be
Then
part
that
of that.
planet
That would be a
can't think?
different node.
He doesn't get to think.
It's not the planet. It's the
So
whole
Pluto
entire
doesn't get
thing.
to talk.
It might, dude. I don't
All
know.
right.
All I'm saying is I don't know. I
All
don't
right.
know.
I don't know if they're talking.
I don't know either, dude.
Do you think rocks are talking when we're not looking?
Crystals are self-organizing structures, but they don't talk.
Do you think they
But
could chat?
they grow themselves. Yes,
What if they wanted to chat a little, communicate with each other,
they might.
like plants?
Trees talk.
Plants do.
Plants talk. Trees
Yeah,
talk.
I saw that happening.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
I know all about it, dude.
Yeah, dude. Secret life of plants,
But you gotta show me.
dude. Look, again, I don't know for sure, but that's my theory right now. I'd love to debate Sam Harris. I would murder
Sam
him.
Harris would butt fuck you,
Dude, I can't think of if consciousness is just something emanating off of just purely physical characteristics, and why wouldn't
Wait,
other
I think
things have
you need to define consciousness. The best,
Aha,
the
nobody
best you
can.
can.
Aha,
Well, the best you can.
nobody can yet.
What's your working definition? Like, what if you had to try to define consciousness? Because then we can discuss who has it and who doesn't.
It's the life
And
energy of
if
the universe, dude.
The life energy of the universe.
Yeah. So your brain, you have a brain, right? Obviously. And there's just the lights come on and it gets filtered. Dude, oh my God, dude. It's like, like a sea turtle when they come out. They come out of the thing knowing what a hawk looks like. How, dude? How do they know that?
Yeah.
They know that. If you flash a chicken by them, they don't move. If you flash a hawk, they're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
How? You have like little things in your brain that are just ready to roll at all times. But then you have the lights come on, that's consciousness. That's awareness. And then you kind of paint it with like your, built-in mechanisms.
So, like, you're talking about like instincts are different than consciousness.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
Big time.
So, do you think animals have consciousness then on top of their instincts?
Not like humans do, no.
Yeah.
Not like humans do.
Sure.
But, yeah,
So-
they haven't demonstrated that, no. So
Yeah.
animals are almost purely instinct. Humans have another level.
Yeah, I remember I got bummed out in Catholic school for that. When they said dogs don't have souls.
That's some bullshit.
And I
dude.
was like, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I know they do.
They have
And they're like-
personalities.
and then they were like, they're just instinct. I was like, so are we. We're only instinct. That's
can
how I
be.
feel about us.
We can be.
That's how I feel about human beings. We're also just instinct.
You're Freudian, dude.
Perhaps I am.
You're Freudian, dude. I'm Jungian.
Perhaps I am Freudian. My
I'm
mom
young.
is looking tight. Maybe I am Freudian.
But yeah, that's my. Maybe there's a good answer for it. But yeah, I would fucking.
You better fucking
Own
define,
Sam
define
Harris, dude.
consciousnness, dude.
Dude, nobody
Figure that
can.
out, and then I'll
It's
let
just
you
aware.
talk about it.
It's awareness.
Awareness.
It's awareness.
But no, you said it was different than instinct.
Yeah, it is. Awareness is different than instinct.
They have animals have awareness,
They do,
so they do.
but
have,
they're not self-aware,
okay.
and they can't like run simulations through.
I
their
agree
head.
with that.
There's people who don't have a mind's eye too. There's a condition of people, some of my fellow brain disordered individuals who can't picture things in their mind.
Really?
I watched a thing on it. Yeah, they were watching a thing, and they're like, the one dude was like 15, and he was watching TV, and they're like, now imagine, like, picture this in your mind. And he was like, he went down to his dad. He's like, Dad, can you like see things when you close your eyes? He's like, yeah, why? He's like, fuck,
Oh no,
can't do it.
he's probably lying.
I was wondering that too. I was like,
it sounds like he's fibbing to be
somewhat of
interesting.
I was wondering about that. I was like, dude, is that a lie? But yeah, dude.
Maybe
But yeah,
I can't.
mean, it's
Maybe
good.
I can't either.
It's awareness, dude.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't see anything in my head.
Let me say, picture me.
Fuck,
can picture you right
I
now.
can see you, dude. I can see you naked.
Exactly. You must have a brilliant mind's eye. I mean, our pineal glands are obviously calcified, but
What-
that's not our fault.
Our white pineal glands?
Yeah. If you need melanin to decalcify your pineal gland.
Oh.
So
That sounds like kind of what the people who owned slaves used to say about like when they got into like craniology or whatever that is.
what do they say?
What is that? Is it craniology?
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
study
when
the
they're
like they're like
measuring
this
brains.
size of the skull is bigger on white people because we're smarter.
They had a whole thing.
Now
where-
they're doing that against the whites. I like it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty tight. But they they used to do a thing where they said they could like measure like a dude's forehead. When they were the eugenicists were getting after it for a while where they would like go to towns and be like, we're just like helping you guys out, and they'd be like taking measurements and be like, criminal.
Yeah, they minority reported.
Or they would even like poor immigrants. Like
Yeah,
poor white immigrants, they would come in. Yeah, they were minority.
Yeah,
they would go
they'd
in
be
and go,
you're
feeble
gonna commit a
minded.
crime soon.
Dude, social worker. That's what social workers used to be. They used to go to houses and be like,
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
feeble minded.
You're gonna rape. Your son's a rapist. I'm sorry, his head's too small. With Soder, they would have been like, this guy's a genius.
Oh yeah.
I like that thought process too. Of like, the bigger your head, you're smarter.
I mean, it's true. It is true. It has to be.
It's not.
Do you think there's people out there there's a big dead brain?
Yes. Yeah, definitely, dude. There's guys that look at Timmy from South Park. You know? I might need to set up. I might need to sit up, dude.
You might need to sit up.
I might. I had a wild night. I had back to back.
I know, dude.
I
It
had
was fucking
back-to-back
crazy.
wild
Wait, what would you
Chappelle
do before
nights.
that?
I went to Chappelle's.
Right.
I went to it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He has a thing called like the Comedian's Ball.
hmm
Look, I understand it's gay, but it's fun.
It's pretty tight. Yeah. I mean,
And Chappelle at these parties, it's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life.
yeah.
He goes on, he just gets fucking wrecked and smokes. And most of the time he stays on stage and everyone just dances around him.
Tight. Just comics?
And then occasionally he'll give a speech. He gets drunk and then gives a speech.
Wait, comics dance around him?
Yeah, everybody's just dancing.
It's Dionysus, dude.
It's Dionysus. He might be Dionysus.
He might be.
Yeah, and then me and Ari Shafir just stood against the bar like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, and then
So
Pharoah
that was
Monch.
the night
Yo,
before.
Yeah, this was 2 nights ago. And then Pharoah Monch came on
Yeah.
stage and sang Get the Fuck Up. You know, the
What?
bam, 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 bam,
Like,
bam, 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 bam. And it was
Damn.
him, dude. He
Chappelle
came on
just threw a
stage.
concert, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, Chappelle went to the Foo Fighters and sang Creep at Madison Square Garden. He's probably hammered.
He's having a great week, dude.
He is so funny. There's the world, like what he does, and
Yeah.
everyone is just like, yes. And he's like, all right, I'm going to give a speech for 45 minutes. Everyone's like,
Sure.
yes, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
please.
It's awesome.
So you were at the comedian's ball.
Yes. And
To what time?
That one was actually not that bad. I went home at like 2. I left at like 1.
Reasonable.
Yeah, like
That's
2
reasonable,
o'clock.
yeah.
And that's when it, because those can go late.
Yeah.
Like those, everybody left because he left. He left earlier this time.
Someone
And
should take
then-
the stage.
That was last night at the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, no, I'm saying when he leaves, you should take the stage.
Oh,
All
I
right,
thought
party,
about going
party
up there.
around me.
I thought about going up there and giving a
That was
speech
a
myself.
test. That was just a test, dude.
Fuck yeah, that was
That was a test,
Excalibur,
dude.
dude.
Should have came up and been like, party around me, guys.
Yeah, see what happens. Blake Griffin walked in, I almost knocked him out, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
I
up
was
with
pretty
him?
close. I don't know. He gave me the eyes. I was like, "Fuck you looking
Fuck
at,
you.
dude."
Yeah, dude. He's fucking lucky.
He's so cool
You
looking.
should have
Dude.
pantsed him.
I would have got fucking murdered.
Pantsed him.
I would have been jumped so fast.
Especially if he was wearing like jeans. You put him like unpantsable material. You're just like,
Compliments of the Milwaukee Bucks.
if you attempted pants,
Just got
fell,
my
then
ass
your ass
beat.
came out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You think I should try to pants Blake Griffin?
You should pre-pants yourself.
Dude,
Go
he's
for the
so
pants.
handsome.
Is he really?
Have you seen Blake Griffin?
No, how tall is
In
he?
person, he's a fucking dreamboat, dude.
Is
He walked past me. I almost ate my baby.
Really?
Dude, I was so wet. As soon as I saw Blake Griffin, I was sitting there. I was like, oh my. I was with Ari, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, that's Blake Griffin, dude. Holy shit.
What do I say?
He was like, yeah, who cares, dude? There's so many famous people at this thing, and every person I saw, I was like, dude, holy shit, dude. It's fucking Anthony Anderson on the steps, dude. He's just on the stairs right there.
Who's Anthony Henderson?
Anthony Anderson?
Anderson.
Anthony Anderson? He's the guy
football
in
player.
Blackish.
Okay.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of shows.
Oh, Anthony Anderson.
He's great.
Did you really? I never heard of that.
Well, I think I was just annoyed at Blackish, the show. Those were years
never
ago.
seen
That was
it.
back in my angry days. Now I'm a nice.
life into pieces.
Yeah, that was my last resort. I was
You were
like,
Papa-
Blackish is actually bad.
You know that show on WB17?
You know that fucking
sucks.
show on ABC now? It's actually gay and I hate it. And so I watch it.
So you're there. You see Blake Griffith. You
Blake
munch,
Griffin.
baby.
I came up to him. I almost pushed him down.
Dude, imagine that.
If I would have even tried to push him, how much he wouldn't have moved. And then, yeah, Pharaoh Monch. This was my favorite part. And is it Monch? Monk? Pharaoh Monk. Whatever.
I think it's Monchi.
But this is tough, and I'm not. It was just bad timing. So he came on. He opened with that. He sang that first, and the whole place was like, "This is crazy."
Song's old as hell.
And then he goes, "I got a new song."
What was it?
It's just no one knew what the fuck it was, so he kind of bombed a little on that one.
Yeah, it happens.
It was tough. He opened with one of the better songs.
Yeah, it's hit.
It was a sick song.
You do the Although that's a sick open though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Pretty tight. So he did a show and it was, or the second song was kind of like, it was tepid.
That song was
Tepid response.
pretty bad.
What was he rapping about?
I don't know. I didn't listen.
Dude should be forced. It should be like a driver's license, dude. Like there should be a governor on the time of when you.
Yeah.
Because that's when dudes are 40 and rapping, especially white rappers. Man,
Although I think J. Cole was 40,
he's kind of nice. He's
and
kind of
that last album was pretty sick.
Yeah, but all of his raps are righteous.
True.
All he raps about. If you're gonna rap about being righteous as hell,
Yes.
then continue on. But if you're gonna be a goddamn
Yes.
fool, if you're gonna be a goddamn fool,
Dude, Pharaoh
40
Monch is not a fool.
he's not a fool. He's not a fool.
What the
I'm not saying
hell
he's-
is going on here?
He's not a fool. Pharaoh Monch is not a fool. I'm saying he's been a
Get the
lyricist
fuck
from
up.
day one, dude.
Simon Says, "Get the fuck up."
Yeah, no, Pharaoh Monch is on like he was on Raucous. He's been a lyricist. Since
He's
day one.
raucous as hell.
I'm talking about T.I.'s dumbass, dude.
T.I.? You don't like
Fucking
T.I.?
Goddamn fool, dude. T.I.'s a fucking fool, dude.
Why?
He's not like J. Cole. I listen to J. Cole. I can only listen to righteous rap now. J. Cole's righteous as hell, dude. There you go. J. Cole's
awake now.
righteous as hell. T.I. just goes on there.
So tired.
Are you still sleepy?
No.
So you're at the ball. You leave the ball.
Fucking thing.
What happened? Oh, you gotta tell you. Yeah, you know who am I talking to?
I know my way around.
So you're at
the
the
mic.
you're at the ball. You leave the
I
ball.
was at the comedian's ball.
Get the motherfucking ball, dude.
Comedian's ball. And then I left,
Yeah.
went home, went to sleep. And then I had a show last night at the Cellar.
Yeah.
Chris Rock comes on first. He dropped it. It was crazy. He leaves. I go on. And then while I'm up there, I was like 10 minutes into my set. You do 15. And they started like flashing the light on me like hard. And I was like, what the fuck is
What
this?
the hell is this? Yeah.
Like I was doing well.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing my time. What the hell?
Yeah. They're trying to act like you're stage hogging.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
They had no idea.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck was that about? Because I got off and they were like, oh, Chappelle's here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, that's
And
fucking
yeah, it was
sexual.
crazy.
So he came on. He
He
did
came
a
on.
This is last night.
Yeah.
So last night
Last night was
they flashed you. Did
was
you
a-
still do it?
It was a movie.
Fucking movie.
Yeah, this was cool. All right. This was cool. I'm bragging. I'm gonna brag a little.
Brag.
This was cool. So he was in there. He watched my set.
Nice.
So then when I got off, he was going on, and that's what he talked about for like the first 5 minutes. He's like, God bless Shane Gillis, and like started talking about, because he talks about cancel stuff a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was talking about that a lot, which was very funny.
Nice.
And yeah, it was sick.
That's awesome.
It was sick.
Were you
Then-
just chilling in the audience?
I was in the
Like-
back, like, I was with Norman was sitting next to me. He was like, "Hey, this is crazy."
She got
this is
close
that."
to girls.
I was literally.
She got close to girls, dude. And been
Well,
like,
I thought it was nice, and then later he was like, "Shane Gillis is probably across the street right now with a gun in his mouth." I was like, "Holy shit!"
What the fuck?
It was funny. It was funny. And then he brought me up with him on stage. I mean, it was Che. There was look, guys.
yeah.
This is big business stuff.
It's just big biz, dude.
I can't talk about this. I'm laying back down, dude. I
Why?
feel fucking gay,
Dude, you're on stage.
I was on stage
with Chappelle. So you're on stage. You guys are on stage together. Why are you so worried about it?
Why am I worried about what?
Just talk. You're talking. Your life is a fucking movie,
My
dude.
life is gay, dude.
Stop trying to rewind the movie, dude. Just tell a movie.
It was fun.
It's fun as fuck.
It was fun. Okay.
It was fun. You had fun with Dave Chappelle on stage.
Yes.
And you basically just like crushed.
Yeah, it was fun, dude.
You
I didn't crush.
you owned
I
it.
kind of got like, nah, never mind.
I would have fucking completely been like, I would have went into total depersonalization.
Yeah,
Just
that
when
was.
it would have seemed fake of just like,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
What, guys?
yeah. I couldn't. It was wild. It was a movie, bro.
So you guys were just doing, a little back and forth.
Yeah, me and him,
Dude.
me and Chappelle are boys.
I'm telling you, probably be on his podcast.
Me and him are good friends.
You, Talib Kweli,
I got a bone to pick with Talib
Most
Kweli, dude.
Def,
Me and Most Steph.
Most Def. Go on the podcast called Most Def.
Most Def. Most, how are you? Should be like Most. More like Lee Steph, am I right?
Woo.
Got him.
Why do you have beef with Talib Kweli?
Because they had beef with me. Talib Kweli talked shit on me a bunch of
Chappelle's
times.
smoothing it over, dude.
He better.
Tell him
Talib.
Common's better than him, dude.
Better than Talib?
He's a better pussy rapper.
What do you mean? Guys that rap about getting pussy?
No, they're like,
I think Talib Kweli is not a pussy rapper.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he really raps about like murdering people though.
I think he's good.
He's like
Talib
he is.
Kweli's
He's,
really
he's like
good.
he's like a top notch lyricist.
I'm
but
we're top.
I'm
we're
more
in
of a
the
Chief
lyric-
Keef. I'm more of a Chief Keef
True.
guy. I'm more like how many bodies you have,
Yeah.
where are you trapping? Except for J. Cole, he's righteous as hell.
J.
J.
Cole's
Cole
righteous.
never trapped, dude.
He talks about he trapped him when he was a young man.
He gave it up very quickly.
He gave it up. Yeah.
It wasn't for him.
J. Cole's the best.
Yeah, listen to his whole album.
Yeah.
No,
it is.
dude, I have no problem with Talib Kweli, but
I know. I'm not.
but it is funny to put him against Common because they were kind of like you were beautiful. Talib
Yeah,
Kweli
yeah,
has
yeah.
more of an edge to him. Common's
Conscious rappers.
yes, that's what it's called,
Yes.
conscious, which is good because that's to be fair. To be honest, I can't listen to like if I put on regular rap now. I just I
Yeah.
try to get into it while I'm working out, and I'm like I feel like such a dunce.
Yeah.
It's like I had 5 bitches and I fucked them. It's like and I sound super old right now, but I'm like jump roping, just like I can't.
Yeah.
do it.
You got to put on that old
Just some
fashioned rock
20,
and
yeah, just some
roll.
20-year-old being like, I'm the best. It's like, no, you're not, dude.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Knock it off.
No, you're not.
Get a job.
You jerk.
Quit fucking off.
You jerk.
Some of those guys are being jerks.
What are they doing?
Just fucking talking about crime and stuff.
True. That is true.
Just some old fashioned rock and roll is what we want.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They should all cross over to fucking emo rap
They are.
or just righteous J. Cole rap. I don't want to tell anyone what to do, but
Kendrick Lamar is righteous.
he's righteous as hell.
You would like Kendrick Lamar.
I like
stuff.
that. He's righteous as hell.
He's righteous.
I can't tell if his one song is about like he likes alcohol or hates it. Swimming
Power up,
pools.
Drank.
Yeah. I get the sense that he's kind of like being like, don't drink
It's
so
bad.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've definitely watched people listen to it being like, woo.
Yeah, definitely.
So
But that's kind of how it was with like, fucking like Born in the USA.
yeah.
Like that's like an anti-American song
I
that
know.
everyone's like, "We're the best."
True.
You know.
Also, what happened to the boss, dude?
What do you do?
I was talking to Spud. What happened to him where he's now like a mouthpiece of the fucking
The Dems.
yeah? How do you go from being like this country's inherently fucking
Yeah.
fascist and like, oh, you got it, Democratic Party. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I think they got him, bro.
You think they comped him?
I mean,
On what?
he's a rock and roll star in the '70s, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, true.
What do you think, dude?
statutory.
dude?
A little statutory rape. Oh, the greatest statutory rapist.
Well, yeah, why do you think he would? That's also too funny. Why would he do that?
Why would he statutory rape?
No, I know I hear do
I'll
that.
give you a
because
couple
Led
reasons.
Zeppelin did it, obviously.
I'll give you a couple reasons.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin did it. He was. I mean, all his songs are about like not all of them, but a lot of them are about like, is your daddy home? Did he
Yeah.
go away and leave you?
Yeah.
Now he's just being like, I agree, Brock. All the vaccines are good.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The new Delta variant is coming out, the variant or whatever. Delta?
We got a new variant?
10
coming?
times, dude. It's 10 times deadlier, dude.
What the fuck?
I was reading the news. It was like, this variant will find you. It's like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta watch out.
The Delta, dude.
What was sick to go
10 times, dude. It's 10 times worse.
to get into the Chappelle party, you had to have a Vax card or get tested. There was a rapid testing thing.
Yeah.
And you had to wait 10 minutes in there. It's just me and black dudes waiting.
Yeah.
We're the only ones keeping it real, not
Didn't
getting the
get
vax. Yeah.
Dude, apparently only 45% of the country's been vaccinated.
Really?
Yeah. Cities are hitting 70%. The rest, dude, I'm telling you, I'm reading these articles and it's like, they're like, we were down in town in Springfield, Missouri, and none of them got vaccinated. They're saying only 2% of the people who got the Delta variant were vaccinated. So like, we're pretty sure the vaccine is working against the Delta variant.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm going to get it because I don't want the Delta variant.
Dude.
They got me on this one.
10 times more. It's so clear that they're not getting their numbers.
What do you mean? They're not getting their numbers?
Fucking
what, for the
Pfizer,
vaccine?
Moderna, all these companies, they're selling a fucking vaccine.
Oh, yeah, true.
They're like, we're giving 2 million doses to other countries. It's like, oh, so you mean they took tax money and bought 2 billion doses and fucking... Dude, this is a money grab. 1% of people, dude, have bitten the dust who get COVID. 1% of people fucking die from it. 10 times worse. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad.
It's not good.
If 10% of the people died that got it?
It's just not happening.
I don't believe it either.
It's just not fucking happening.
I'm in Missouri, dude. You got to show me.
That's what happened in Springfield, wherever it
Missouri.
was. Yeah, they went down there and
there's a bunch of Springfields.
they were saying like, yeah, these rural people weren't vaccinated and they're really paying the price. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, pick a town nobody fucking goes to or can verify.
Yeah.
And you're telling me the whole town's in tumult. over the
I
Delta
literally
strain?
was in Springfield like this month.
Were you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Shitty.
People were fucking
Shitty town.
just wheelbarrows in the streets
There's
collecting
some
the
fucking. Well, no, it was. There are bodies everywhere.
dead.
That's what you do. If somebody would die, you just leave them on your front porch at night, and they go around and collect them.
Yeah, it's like The Walking Dead. It's burning.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
man, I was reading that. It's like, here it comes. They've been doing that the whole time. Like, yo, there's a European strain that's coming. It's like, this probably exists, but like, it will find you. It's like, who fucking passed that copy?
Yeah.
Like, here's a deadly disease and it's gonna get you. It's like, dudes, chill the fuck
knock
out.
it off, would you? We're
Telling you,
trying to
man.
have fun again.
It's fucked up. We're having fun. They hate it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you guys aren't allowed to have fun until we hit 70%.
You know it didn't come from a lab yet?
Huh?
You know it did not come
Are
from
they
a lab?
saying that didn't come from a lab?
We're looking into it.
True. Well, they're still looking into it.
Yeah.
Did you see fucking Jon Stewart on Colbert?
Yeah, it was great.
Hilarious.
That was great.
Hilarious, dude.
Johnny Stewart, dude.
Colbert, dude. Again, how?
What happened to the man?
I used to love that guy.
He was great.
How is that? And again, like, dude, I used to love when he did his show on Comedy Central. But then his whole thing, like, we'll see how much of this gets
Yeah,
cut.
I was
It's
like, dude, Colbert's way better than Jon Stewart. That's what I used to
really,
think.
I like Stewart. I always like Stewart. Oh,
No,
well,
towards
true,
the end.
true.
Towards the end, when I was sowed my oats and was becoming a man, so I was becoming more conservative.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, he was
I was
parodying.
like, this guy's fucking gay.
He was parodying.
and then the
conservatives.
parody, I was like, yeah, that's funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was. But the thing he was joking
Now
about.
I realize I was wrong, dude. I'm trying to become the Zen master.
You're
Where
pretty
it's
fucking zen, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty chill.
You are pretty zen.
When something happens, I'm usually like, we'll see.
Yes.
That's all it is. Like something good happens, everyone's like, oh, this is amazing. It's like, we'll see.
Yeah. Hold on.
We'll see.
Hold on.
I've seen this go bad. And then they're like, something terrible's happening. I'm like, we'll see.
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, dude.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, bro.
Dude.
And that has something to do with Colbert.
Well, here's the thing. No, I'll tell you what it has to do with him. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I was saying I'm at the time I was like, Colbert's the best. We'll see.
yeah.
Give it some time. Maybe he will end up being a mouthpiece for a political party.
Maybe, and it's like whatever for that. But I'm thinking more of it. You know, I'm not. I'm not even. He's not calling the shots as the thing he's doing. It's like whatever. You're getting millions of dollars, knock yourself out. It's the brand of humor. And I was watching like the jokes. Like Stewart's thing was funny as fuck. Colbert's thing was like, we'll see how much of this doesn't get edited out by my corporate overlords. And it's all right.
It's like, aren't you?
That's fucking weird.
They're not gonna edit your stuff, dude.
Well, it's also like, it's when I might be reading into this too much,
the
but it's
Stewart
like,
thing. Oh yeah,
yeah, it's like, dude, why would that be edited out? And why are you like, it's weird, man. It's very bizarre to see that and go like, that's weird.
Yeah,
you can't like flash.
Can't Josh?
Dude, I mean, again, people have talked about this 100 times, but it's like, people were getting their shit like taken down off the internet. Now they're being like, well, actually, those guys might have been right.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. But that's fucking pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
was
have-
kind of bummed that it was the lab.
Really?
I liked the guy munching a bat.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked that story. That was a fun story.
I suspected lab.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, true.
pretty clearly.
It was. What was it like?
I thought that got debunked. I thought the guy eating a bat got debunked like
it
early.
It did.
And then we were like,
And they
okay,
called
so it must
pangolin.
be the lab. And they're like, no.
Yeah, called pangolin. Like, no, it wasn't bad. It was a pangolin. And then they were like, okay. And then
Sucks to be the guy who owned the wet market. They're like, what the fuck, dude? They're tearing down my business.
yeah, it's like when Chipotle had that E. coli scare.
Yeah.
True, that sucks. Nah, the
I
wet
feel like
market
they
is
just
probably
got-
popping,
Wet market, dude.
It's probably like when people OD on heroin and everyone floods the block. People are like, yo.
Yeah, you guys got the fucking
yo,
wildest
we got
market,
the,
dude.
Got the motherfucking Zubats. They're probably on the corner, dude. Fucking.
WMDs, bro. Yes.
But yeah, man, that was freaking me out. I was watching that, just being like, what the fuck? Dude,
Yeah.
get into it. It is strange, dude. It seems
not
as
good.
if it's not a good thing.
But that's okay. We're having fun.
I mean, Biden's going to free us from this, dude.
Biden's loose, dude. He's
Biden's
having
going to
fun.
free us from the corporate. Dude, he's a freedom. Did you see him fucking own Putin the other day?
Yeah, I heard about
He
that.
fucking owned him, dude.
Putin looked away, and Biden
He was
stared
fucking
him dead in his
terrified,
fucking
dude.
eyes.
He was terrified.
Oh God.
Dude, Putin's a fucking pussy.
I listened to several conservative like shows and podcasts
Yeah.
lately. They suck so bad.
What were they talking about?
I listened to some Ben Shapiro for a while.
Did you?
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough to listen to, especially because he always goes into ads, like in the middle of things. He's like,
What's he selling?
and the Democrats, the cities run by the Democrats are falling apart. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're crime ridden. Why don't we just make crime illegal? How about that? Speaking of, do you guys love mattresses? And then he does. It's crazy. And then I listened to some Louder with Crowder for a little.
Yeah.
Brutes.
You change your mind?
Brutal.
Change your mind?
So he wears a holster. He wears gun holsters.
Does he have guns on him?
Yes. He keeps the thing on him during it. And it's like a Laura Croft like strap holsters.
Ah.
It's weird, dude.
And like a bandolier? Does he have like
Yeah.
bullets?
I tried to listen. Now the only good one is Nick DiPaolo's fucking YouTube,
Nice.
dude. It's wild.
Well, it does stink when you watch
You
it.
gotta watch that. You gotta keep in mind. You do have to watch the conservative stuff too,
Yeah.
just to be reminded how gay being conservative is.
Yeah. I mean, anything where you're just kind of like, here's my talk. I know exactly what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
An issue falls and you're like, well, I know what I'm going to do on this. Those dudes get paid though.
Hell yeah,
To just be like, yeah, I'll fucking,
yeah,
I'll take one side of an argument for the rest of my life.
yeah.
Get paid. People
like
are generally kind of, unthinking and dumb. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking unthinking and dumb right now, to be truthful with you.
yeah.
But
It's
I
unthinking and dumb
apologize.
and then crazy. That's all people are. You're either crazy or you're just totally unthinking and dumb.
Yeah, what do you think you and me are?
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
Next
you
level.
crazy, bro.
Next level.
I saw Alex Jones on Schultz's podcast. That was pretty wild.
How was it?
He wilded out.
Didn't he
Alex
get
Jones
hammered?
is hilarious.
He got hammered, didn't he?
Yes,
Yeah, fucking
he's
rules.
funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got nothing else. Going through a breakup, people are in the hospital. I'm laying down, dude.
He got a bad call, and I have fucking epilepsy, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited, dude. I went to the doctor. It's pretty tight. I got to go there and chill at the doctor. I always get dude. I get doctor. My doctor is an Asian man. He's away. He's in a third world country right now doing like outreach shit. But he told me I was getting a little hefty back at the start of back way before COVID.
Yeah.
I was hitting. I was up I was peaking at 200.
Yeah.
I was having the Mark McGuire argument. He's like, your BMI
Yes.
is a little high. I'm like, dude, Mark McGuire's is high and he's jacked.
He's the man.
He was just like, you gotta drop 10, bro.
What?
So
I can't go to the doctors.
He wasn't.
I'm gonna get in there. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
You think that, dude? It's not.
They're gonna
the
be
case.
ticked, bro.
Dude, there's people who have to fucking ride
True.
scooters.
True.
You're totally fine. You're
mean,
gonna get in there. The guy's gonna be like, "You're what the fuck? You're a
Like,
specimen."
damn, dude, you been lifting?
But yeah, dude. So I go there and so I just was getting my good boy points. I get on the scale. I hop off as soon as the lady comes in. I'm just kind of like, she's talking. I'm like, oh yeah, I also lost 10 pounds, doctor. Whatever. I forget the guy's name.
Yeah.
I was like, he told me to lose, and she's like, okay. And I was like, it's like your blood pressure's good. I was like, thank you.
Oh, you're a good boy.
I'm a very good boy.
Fuck.
But then I start telling him about the brain stuff, and then she's like, yeah, man, I'm looking into it. So we're talking, and she was like, well, do you have this? Do you have that? She's like, do you ever have any? She said something about. She's like, does it happen with anything else? And I was like, well, I just had like 5 grams of mushrooms, and no. But then I microdosed the other day, and I noticed like I got one of them, but I was also kind of stressed out. And lady
Oh
was
my
just
god.
like, okay. And then she was like, any kind of dream disturbances? Have you ever had any kind
Did
of
they
like?
try to prescribe you to any pills?
No, they knew. They asked me if I got the shot. They're like, did you get your thing?
No, I
was
mean
like,
for like anxiety.
no. They know. They could tell. They could smell it from a mile
That you
away,
would
bro.
not.
That I'm just living on the edge, bro.
You should get into antidepressants.
I don't like them. I've taken. Oh hell no,
Yeah, you should start taking them.
never. I'm not depressed.
Sure.
I'm manic.
Sure.
I'm manic. I'm purely manic. But
I believe it.
Sometimes I get fucking.
Sometimes you get
down to the
sad,
dumps,
dude.
Like,
I don't. You don't. You seem to keep it pretty. You don't seem to be too down in the dumps. I don't. See
I
you
don't.
too-
I really am.
I don't see you too sad.
No, I'm really down in the dumps. And usually if I am, it's because I haven't slept very well.
Yeah.
But the lady, so she's asking me all these questions. I'm just like, yeah, well, finally, she's like, have you ever had any, like, she said something like, have ever happened at nighttime or any, like, weird sleep disturbances? And I was like, no, whatever she was describing, I was like, no, that only happened, like, a couple of years ago. But she's like, were there any, like, extenuating circumstances? I was like, well, some guy pulled a gun on me in an apartment. She was like, what the fuck? She was like, how many times have you hit your head? And I was like, I don't know, a lot. She's like, have you ever, like,
Yeah,
been conscious?
dude.
I was like, yeah.
She was literally just writing retarded down
Yeah.
on a piece
She's
of
like,
paper.
did you ever got hit in the head so hard that it affected your vision? I was like, I saw like purple and green for like 15 seconds one time. And she was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you're dinged up, dude.
My head's fucked up. And I
You're
got rocked
fucking-
in that car accident.
Yeah.
That lady that kick-ass lady blew a stop sign and nailed me. Sorry, bro.
Don't worry about it.
So yeah, my head's dinged up.
It's probably nothing.
I have a dinged up head, and I think, I'm telling you, I think if something about, you know how weed makes people bug out?
Yeah.
It-
Definitely.
It ramps my brain up to the point where I think because of my fucking TBI
Oh,
now.
thank God I didn't smoke weed last night.
Why?
Somebody offered me some weed right before Che was like, come up here. I would have died.
Yeah.
I was high on pot with Che and Chappelle. They were like, I was up there saying white guys are the best.
On pot? You were
On pot. As soon as I made that joke, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm a fucking idiot, dude.
Dude. I mean, that's very fortunate you didn't do that.
Yeah.
That would have been, if you were stoned,
I
just
was,
like,
dude, I was just Bud Lights, dude. I was in the pocket.
dude.
I was up there having fun, dude.
Fuck.
Yes. Yes.
Thank God, dude.
That was so sick.
16 Bud Lights and just popping up
That
there.
was so sick.
I mean, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
That fucking rules.
That was a cool night.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, and just like the Zen Master, dude, a new day and a new tragedy has befallen me.
It's fucking nuts.
That's how life works.
That is how life works, man.
Something really cool happens yesterday. Get ready.
Dude.
Today's gonna stink.
It's so funny, dude. I had my best day. My best day ever was, I
The
was
birth
like,
of your child.
well, no, I'm saying like I had like a really great day.
Yeah.
That was probably the best day ever. But I had like the day before I got the bad fucking news about my brain.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and there's these little kids in my neighborhood that really bad. They fuck around. They were like smashing bottles outside of our house
Funny.
the other day. Yeah, it's pretty kind of rules. Brittany calls them Bebe's kids, but they there's a pack of kids. They run around
Yeah.
and they came out,
Gang.
huh?
They're a gang.
They're a gang. Yeah, you say they're a gang. So they run. They're like 10, and they run around. They just like fuck around with shit and do stuff. Like they'll like carry rocks every now and again.
Yeah.
They'll always when it's
Palestinians.
just the boy. There's boys and girls. When it's just the boys, they always try to try me.
Really?
Dude, every single. I'm like, while I was walking home the other night, and they're just like, "You a bitch." Turn around, I was like, "What?" And they're like, "No, I'm playing." Every time if you turn around, like, "What the fuck you say?" They're like, "No, I'm playing."
You better watch out. They're gonna get a little older.
I haven't thought about that the
You're
other
gonna
day.
get knocked out.
Nah, I'm the goat, dude. They know I'm the goat.
They're gonna knock you out.
No, I'm the goat, dude.
It's gonna go from bitch to like actually like, yo, bitch.
Nah, I'm gonna fuck.
You're
I'll
gonna-
fuck them up.
You're gonna walk faster.
Never, dude. They're pipsqueaks, dude.
For now,
I'll thrash them.
you can't thrash them.
They're fucking 10. I
A
got
pack? I know they're 10. I'm saying in time.
even 14. I would thrash them.
Pack of 14.
Dude, I got enough. Dude, I could die any day. I could have a fucking acorn in my brain, dude. I don't know. I'll
True.
fight those kids to death. They have no idea, dude. They're looking at a dude with 1 foot in the beyond. I'll fucking fight you guys.
I mean, now I'm cheering for them to actually whoop your ass one day.
Never, dude. I mean, you can follow the story. They might. But there's also the
Oh,
girl
yeah, sorry.
pack. The girl pack where no, I'm saying you could follow it in a couple of years and you'll see.
Yeah.
But there's the
I'll
girl
keep an
pack.
eye on it.
The
I'll
girl
keep an eye
pack
on
was
the
smashing
news.
bottles outside the house.
The girl pack was smashing bottles?
So I told Brittany on them. I saw it when Brittany, there's a girl smashing bottles outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not fucking.
No,
screwing
hell
up.
no.
So Brittany goes out. She's like, hey, she was actually really nice. You guys can't be doing this. Blah blah blah. Starts talking to him, and then like a day after that, and I'm like sitting there like sometimes you're like, damn, it's so fucked up. These kids are like, because I'll see them like doing wheelies at midnight down the street by themselves. I'm always like, I get so bummed out for them.
Yeah.
Damn, these kids have nobody. So then I'm sitting there.
You need to be their paw.
I don't know, maybe I'll see. But I'm sitting there the other day. The girls come up and knock up for Brittany, and they knock on the door, and they're like, I guess they knew it was her birthday, and like, tell Miss Brittany we said happy birthday. And I was like, it's so nice you touched these girls and made them. And I almost fucking cried. Not touch, come on, dude. Don't be fucking sick, dude. Don't be sick.
I'm a sicko, bro.
I was sitting there. It was like a really nice day. Everything was going well. I'm like, man, that's so nice. Like these little girls are
Yes.
You know, they're not just smashing bottles. I was just getting, I'm like really sentimental. Like,
Yeah, bottle kids.
had a bunch of other good stuff going on. I'm like, what a great day. The next day, I was like, I was like,
Like, I have a fucking tumor
Googled it,
in
and I
my
was
brain.
like, shit.
Yeah.
The same thing, dude. It's just like, whatever. Bro.
Yep. And we'll see. Sometimes the tragedies aren't as bad as they seem.
I mean, the ultimate tragedy if the doctor's orders are like, bro, you can't stop. You got to start smoking weed.
In fact, I have to take this phone call because
Take it. We're done.
I could
It's been
have
an
a
hour.
very severe family emergency.
Take it. Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks for listening to our podcast. I'll be sitting up during the Patreon episode, so look out for that.